All right, hey everybody. Hope you guys are doing great. What day is today? Today's September 4th. Right, we are live. Today is what, Wednesday? Hope you guys are doing great. Emily, thank you for the 7 months. Surprise, I'm back. Good to see you. Where you been? Niche question for chat. LF interior designer for game room setup. Hit me up if you have experience. You're looking for an interior designer for a game room setup. Interesting. Maybe you should ask when the stream kind of gets rolling. Right now, viewers are kind of piling in because it's in the morning. Snurks, hello, hello, hello. Today we're going to be watching the Douyu heroes for the Chinese official circuit. So as you guys know, China split up into 4 major circuits based on streaming platform. One is Douyu and another one is Huya. Those are the live streaming platforms. It's like Twitch and I don't know, Kick. And then they have Bilibili platform, which is like YouTube. And they have another one called Kwai Show, which is like a LAN finals, and that finished yesterday. But those are the 4 ways you can get to regionals on top of Super Server. And so this is just one of the primary ways to qualify. Some of the best players are playing in it. This is the group last chance. LCQ. Basically, it's anybody who didn't win their group gets to play in a lower bracket, so to speak. And this is the last chance for them. And there's a lot. It's a stack lobby. It's a stack lobby. So I wanted to watch it because it sounds fun. So let me get this ready to go and cut out this. All right. So today we got 60-second, Juanzi, Liuli, and Ningli. Those are all players who've made Worlds before. I mean, Liuli got 2nd at Worlds. Ningli got 3rd, I think. So there's some really strong players here. And even some of the lesser known players have a lot of experience as well. So they are also the only platform playing on the current patch. One thing that's kind of wild is that like Huya and all those other tournaments are playing on 14.16. They're playing on the RE patch. They like I don't know why, but they're just not playing on the current patch. So Juanz is back. I mean, he's been back. He's always been more like a streamer influencer kind of guy ever since he made it to back-to-back Worlds in set 3 and set 4. But yeah. Watching over YouTube, your videos and VODs reviews have been awesome. Oh yeah, of course. Glad that you've been able to catch up and stay plugged with the stream and then catching the live stream. It's just a little bit of a different dynamic, but for the most part, that's why we had the VODs, so you can continue to keep watching even if you're not able to catch the streams. By the way, who got a Macau ticket today? Anybody buy a Macau ticket? I heard they sold out super quickly. Super quickly. Stakes for this tournament, if you can get to... So after this is the semifinals and then the finals. You get spots at regionals on the line. So... let me go ahead and fast forward. We can get started with game number 1. All right. I already saw that tournament. Soju won. Excellent. So this chat can finally stop harassing him, right? All right. This, by the way, finished like 2 hours ago. So this is fresh off the press. There's not even a way for you to know the results unless you watch this. I wasn't trying, but I'd love to go to China. Dude, we're gonna have a lot of fun in Macau. If you can find a way to come, you should. I might organize, like, if anybody's there who's like a Frodan or something, I might organize like a little meet and greet gathering type of thing if there's enough people there. This looks like champion delivery based off of the text that I see. This guy is Ningli. He's one of the best players performing from China from last set, and also was like the winning coach from EWC. In general, he's a really, really strong player. He actually doesn't really play much on CN. He actually plays mainly in NA and EU for practice in other sets. And so it's actually really cool because if Ningli does well, it's like he's kind of like a NA EU surrogate because he practices on these servers mainly as opposed to practicing with other CN players. It's like he does play against other CN players, but he also plays like a lot on those other servers. So it feels like he's like one of us, you know. So I like naturally want to cheer for this guy because of that. It's the most I can go 1080p here. Sorry about that. Let's see here. So it's a gold augment start. Not a lot of hero augments I see, surprisingly. Someone took mentorship at 2-1. Okay, shimmer scale, learning spell. Oh god, a lot of people took martyr. Martyr is not exactly what you want at 2-1. These guys must have gotten some bad choices. Full open cell. Martyr into full open, martyr into level. There's two completely different gameplays. Martyr with sword vest versus rod cloak. Okay, so rod cloak with like 2 stars. And this guy had no 2 stars, so he decided to just sell everything and open. Okay. Is this live competition? No, this happened a few hours ago, yeah. Okay, so all that shimmers. I mean, this guy's spot's really good. All that shimmers in a situation where a lot of people are weak early can be good. The only downside is if he goes against open forders, he doesn't get any gold. One thing that's kind of interesting is that hero augments actually kind of counter Mogul's Mail because they deal such big high bursts of damage. If you have like Lilia 2 with high horsepower, or if you have like Wishy Wallop, they usually deal such high amount of burst and few hits. And so you don't really proc moguls that often. And there's also people who full sell their boards, so we'll see. Mentorship Shiv. I mean, Shiv slam with portal opener, angles rise. We'll see. 60-second really likes playing 4 cost. He's just a 4 cost flex guy. Loves playing from win streak and ahead. I feel like 60-second is actually the most likely person from China to win China's next world championship. Like watching his gameplay, following his career arc for so long. The only problem with 60-second is sometimes he just does something really crazy and unorthodox and goes 8th because he takes like an unusual line, or he flexes so freaking hard that he just like builds such a weird hodgepodge of misfits and they just don't do anything and then he goes 8th. But he's such a good player that I feel like he would be the person that I would peg most likely to win China's next world championship, assuming that they win one again in the future. What's the biggest playstyle difference between China and NA? China's a lot more like extreme on their committal level. Like for them, like you saw how the guy had martyr and sword and vest and full opened. He knows exactly what he's going to be playing, which is probably going to be like some kind of melee warrior reroll or something like that. And at 2-1, if I have martyr and sword vest, I'm open to playing a lot of different things. I think China in general is a lot more like willing to commit super early and just dedicate themselves and do not pivot. And if they hit, they hit. If they miss, they go 8th. Okay. Jinx. I mean, there's just a lot of gold. I think that's why 60 seconds okay pushing levels there. You saw that he tempoed. He Bebe leveled at 2-3. And I think that's okay because he's champion delivery. And also he has Wukong pair and stuff like that. So if he hit like any of these pairs, he'd be so strong. In fact, Jax pair, Zoe pair, Kassadin pair, Wukong pair. Okay, but it's nice that he's going up against a learning spell player. I mean, as long as he can hit any of these upgrades in 5 streak, he's good. But if he if he's holding all these pairs, like his bench is costing him 10 gold, or rather 1 interest gold per round. And he also double leveled, so he's not making another interest. So he's basically giving up 2 interest per round to keep his streak. If he loses his streak, he's in a really bad spot. Consequently, like, if that ends up happening, he ends up falling really far behind. In contrast, you see other people are at 40, 50 gold. He's pushing 20, right? Overcook, yeah, that's a good summary of it. He just overcooks. He just overcooks. He'll do the weird thing. He'll play like 4 Hunter, 4 Bastion Arcana and like try to make it work, you know? Just like weird stuff like that. Okay, we got one guy, Veigar commit. Veigar pair with blue buff. Okay, he gets the win here. A lot of Chinese players are playing weak boards early. Learning the spell, complete open fort. But yeah, no hero augments. Frodan, I was kicked out of the Macau site this morning while trying to get my tickets. I worked so hard to get Challenger for it. I'm crushed. I'm so sorry, man. I heard that a lot of people are in the same boat. Like they worked really hard to get the Challenger and there weren't enough tickets. And a lot of people, like every group of people that I talked to, there's some people that just didn't, like Setsuko didn't even get it today. And like you met like he's like a player that absolutely should go, you know. It's wild. I don't think they expected this much demand for the LAN. That's so sad because it feels like so many people want to participate, but there's only a few slots. And yet it's 500 players? Like how could oh my god. Oh my god. It's a Veigar too. Do you know if there's a way to get in the wait list? I don't know if there is one, but they're probably like I think they are not doing a wait list, but I can't verify for sure. You should definitely keep your eyes peeled for any announcements with that. Because I don't think oh sorry my camera. I don't think all 512 players are going to show up, and if they don't show up and they just have like 7-player lobbies, I feel like that's not a great experience. So. He's taking still streaking. Okay, let's look at our 3-2 augments here. Prismatic. He's probably thinking Pandora's. Lucky Gloves apparently is very good in Veigar as well because you get to itemize a bunch of the other units. Like you get to hit Nami items, you get to hit more frontline items, especially if you hit Nora. So you can go like Nami, Nora, Veigar, and then you just focus on your other items. Too healthy into Prismatic tickets so that Kog'Maw is squared away. 60-second took Portal. Okay. This guy took Radiant Relics. Oh, probably Radiant Warmogs. Yeah. Just something to combo with. He needs a frontline item for this Stone Plate. Or sorry, for this Mogul's Mail. And Warmogs is perfectly serviceable. In fact, it's probably really good right now because it looks like he's going to farm so much gold. Oh my gosh. Wait, how much gold is going to farm? 3 gold so far? 4 gold? Dude. 4 gold a turn? Insanity. Okay, so we got a Jinx player. So we got Wukong, Jinx, we got Kog'Maw, we got Portal, we got Veigar. A lot of 3 costs. Is that 2 Portal players? That might be 60-second he scouted. This is Juanzi. Juanzi's playing Shimmer Scale Tempo. Looks like he might be like Callista. He's saying TG. I mean, TG open bow and he has new recruit. Kind of unusual. Ningli took Radiant Refactor with Luring the Spell. I'm interested in that as well. One guy took Caretakers into Radiant Factor. Okay, so there's at least 3 level 8 players. There's at least 3 reroll players. And then there's a couple of question marks depending on what they end up going for. So he's second still streaking. Open tier on Tarek. I wonder if he's going to get that last pick. That just be
Man, I'm getting more dogged again.
DHJ, what up, buddy? Large Stone, thank you for 17 months. Cheers. 83 gold. Okay, so he pups levels here. The Wukong player is rolling. I mean, from here, okay, so it looks like he is Callista. Although... Okay, I was just looking at some of the units that he was holding. Liuli's playing Kog'Maw. This is Radiant Deathcap Shojin Nashers. Is he trying? Oh, he rolled a 20? Oh, he's trying to play He's trying to play Vhagar from here. Oh my gosh. Wait, Radiant Refactor on Deathcap? That's not correct. Usually you put Radiant Shojin. He's probably not playing Kog'Maw or Vhagar. He's probably not playing Vhagar. Actually, let me check. Now I'm starting to question myself. You know, I just want to make sure that I want to make sure that I'm not accusing this guy of making the wrong play. Vhagar Vex. Radiant items on Vhagar. Yeah, it's Radiant Shojin by like by a pretty big margin. Actually, Radiant Jaksho is also okay, but Radiant Shojin is super good, and then it's like huge gap and everything else. Radiant Deathcap is like, and yeah, Radiant Refactor. Maybe he didn't get to choose that until Carousel. Yeah, Shojin's a really big deal, Ains. I wonder why he's named the last whisper on Tristana and not Kog'Maw. Yeah, that's actually a good question as well. Usually you put Kog'Maw with utility and Tristana takes like attack speed. Hi, Frodan. I managed to get a ticket from a cow today. I also got the email that said they got in, but the site says you need to read the know before you go email. Do you know what that is? Do you know if that is another email to send later? Oh no, you should be able. You definitely won't get scammed by Riot if you bought it from the Riot website. Just wait for another email. Congrats on getting into the LAN. A lot of people didn't get in. Oh, we got to Nami. Beast mode. 8 portal. Nice little stairway to heaven positioning. Decap wastes so much AP with me. It's not that like Decap is like, okay, so Decap it's not even necessarily like bad on paper. It gives you so much damage, but that's what Vhagar excels in. You just need him to cast, and you want to make sure to take care of utility. I heard a lot of people didn't get tickets. Yeah, unfortunately. But if they run it like a 1,000, I don't think they would want to expand to 1,000. I don't know if they want to increase like an extra 128 players, something like that. But I personally want them to have more seats. But it's like a technological nightmare, right? Because they have to set up more stations, and more stations just makes things more complicated and more expensive. So I don't know. Dude, 60 seconds, still 100 streaking. 11. Is this the 14-17? No, this is the 14-17. 14-17. I thought this is the one platform in China that's running on the current patch. Let me see if I can prove it, since you guys might be... Wait, do you see this in the bottom left? Or let me rewind. You see this in the bottom left? 14-17. 14-17. 14-17 is how it's defined in China because they view the recent patch as a hotfix, not a B patch. So the reason why we call it a B patch is on the data sites is so you understand that it was post hotfix, but it's not technically a B patch. This website was not suited for the traffic flow this morning. It was upsetting. Yeah. I personally feel like they should look into improving that experience because I wasn't really thinking about, like, personally, I wasn't really thinking about a lot of the players that grind super hard to try to get a challenger spot priority and then they just don't get one. So that feels like how should I put it? If it doesn't, it's not like misleading, but it feels like just immensely disappointing. So I feel that, like, so there's a lot of players who won't have a lot of sympathy for you because they're like, you know, like, oh, I'm GM, I didn't even get a chance or everything like that. But there are a good amount of players that would get like very annoyed and upset at that process. And that's also like, it actually affects the top end too, because like I was talking about how like players like Setsuko didn't even get a ticket. Robin didn't even get a ticket. Wait, Rob just tweeted. Looking for tickets. Robin didn't get a ticket either. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah. That's too bad, man. All right, you know what? I'm down for Riot to make a 6-day event and make it a 2,000 player tournament. Fuck it, just make it the World Series of TFT. We're there for an entire week. Might as well. Just make it like a 6-day tournament. Triple the budget. Quadruple the size of the event. I'm so sorry, guys. It looks like so many people did not get tickets. Yeah. Oh man, and this is the arcane set too. Oh no, that's so sad. I feel like it's gonna be so sad when I look around and like half the people that I was expecting to see aren't there. Oh man. I Last Whisper, Ice Shojin. Definitely not optimal here. Liuli does not have anti-heal. But he's got 3-star everything. 3-star Rumble, 3-star Nunu. Dude, he got naked Nunu, naked Rumble. This guy's playing Smolder. Martyr, Smolder. Okay, Martyr, Giant, and Mighty Shapeshifters. Okay, I see it. With support Golem and Randuins. Oh my god, his augments are actually really good. His augments are so good. He does not have anti-heal. So Liuli kind of gets bodied by the... Like, the burn and anti-heal are both good. Like, it's not just anti-heal, but the burn percentage on Shapeshifters is really effective because they have so much HP. So, not having that is huge. I was planning to go with some friends, but half didn't get a ticket, and the others didn't bother to even try. Yeah. I feel like if they really wanted to be like EVO, they really need to make it like EVO that anybody can sign up and go and play in it. But it's definitely too late for this year. But for next, I know this sounds really terrible, but next year they'll probably make it a lot better. So yeah, just wait till next year. But that's so I think they could do 2 lands a year. I think they could do 2 lands. Dude, waiting for but no one's gonna go to all of the lands every year. I don't know. It's such a difficult thing because they want demand to be high, but my god, once a year and it's like a complete lottery of whether or not you get in, and only half your friends go. You know what I mean? And you all plan to go. They either should do 2 lands, or they make 1 land and anybody can sign up and everyone will get it. Straight up. Okay, 46. Guys, this guy's shapeshifter spot. Okay, so this guy was the guy who opened into... Oh, no, this guy wasn't the open player. Wait, was he the open player? I think this guy full opened from Martyr into Shapeshifters. That's pretty beastly. And he hit the Smolder. But his augments are legitimately insane. Giant and Mighty, Martyr plus Support Golem into Randuins. Isn't that disgusting? That's like... That's insane. Going against Kassadin 3. Learning to spell Kassadin with Adaptive. Wokch. What the fuck? This Kassadin's kind of going crazy. Like... No way. Oh my god. That guy went 8th. Okay, I mean, like, but that was not bad. I can't believe that Kassadin actually popped up. I see the vision. If he was able to have more HP, I see what he was trying to get at, because that Kassadin went nuts. Huh. Learn and spell Kassadin reroll. That is something. Fuck it, 3 lands, 1%, 1 EMA, 1 Asia, 1 NA. It wouldn't... That'd be too many tournaments. But I mean, in an ideal world, I think the TFT tournament... I do think they do 3 lands a year. In the ideal world, but the reality is... TFT competitively just isn't there. It can't be like the Magic Pro Tour or anything like that. The Pokemon World Tour. It just can't right now, I think. I would love for it to be that case. I think in 5 to 10 years from now, TFT can do like a Pokemon tour. Like basically have like different lands, different regions.
Man, I'm getting more dogged again.
But I don't think it can happen like right now because they just got it started. It's a good problem to have. Nighthawk, thank you for the Prime. Thank you so much. Also, what a value sub. September, you get 25% off. Better sub this month than other months, just saying. Better to buy it now so that way you don't have to worry about it later. What if they do a Madden bus idea? This hope is the guy on the bus and he travels to each state to take out the best TFT player. If he loses that person, replace him on the bus. A king of the bus? Something tells me that that idea doesn't make a lot of sense, but let's just do it anyways. I'm down. Okay. I mean, the thing is, Riot has a good problem on their hands, which is they have too many people that want to play, but they definitely need to make sure to meet that demand, because it'd be disappointing if it's like regularly people can't enter, and yeah. Okay, 60-second. Hits Diana too. Long distance pals rise Diana. With Yuumi. Oh my gosh. So Yuumi is giving increased AP, which is sharing that with Diana. Shouldn't he actually be giving this to Diana? So that he's sharing... He's basically... if he's giving it to Diana, he's getting the HP and the AP on Diana and sharing a portion of that with Rise. He also has an open spat. What up, Milk? They only have... they probably only have 100 slots. Well, I think Riot should just make Macau like 5 days and just let like up to 2,000 people sign up or something like that. Just like make it like they keep saying they want it to be like Evo and this like grassroots thing, but they just make it so that only like out of your group of 6-7 friends, only 2 of you can get tickets. What is the open portion of that? Where's the FGC Evo portion of that? I don't know. But part of the problem also is that TFT needs to be played in pods of 8, right? So it's kind of hard to make groups for that. I mean, maybe they just seed some people. Not sure. The Macau Open is only open for 4 minutes. That's right. The Macau Open was talking about how tickets are open for 4 minutes. You're not wrong. Make it 4v4. Dude, I don't think people want to sign up for... I feel like the number of people that would sign up for 4v4... I don't know if they would even sell out Macau if they made it 4v4, buddy. You're telling me there's going to be like 128 teams? Or how many teams is that? 128 times 4. You're telling me there's 128 teams? Nah. All right, man. I'm full open into Smolder every game. This guy's the beast of beasts. He needs to survive the carousel. He needs a spat and he needs an Ezreal. Then he has 10 portal. I feel like they should just scale they should just scale the supply. But doing a LAN in Macau is probably already insanely expensive and a logistical nightmare. And even like doubling it from 500 to 1,000 is probably like more than twice as hard. Like, you guys might think, okay, if they want to do, instead of 500 players, they do 1,000, they just add twice the amount. It's not that simple. It's more likely like going from 500 to 1,000 is like 4 times more expensive, and going from 1,000 to 2,000 is like 10 times more expensive. So, yeah, you gotta, it's just not that easy to do, unfortunately. That's what I was saying, like, I personally think that this is a problem that they need to figure out from Riot's side, because it shouldn't feel like such a lottery to play in the TFT Open. Observer bug. 6 seconds just fighting on the guy's other board. Okay, thank you. Oh! Oh, so close. I think if he summoned another Krug. If they ran 2 lands at the same time in 2 different parts of the world, they would both sell out. That's an interesting idea. 2 lands running simultaneously. I don't think that's what will happen. I don't think that's practical, but that is an interesting idea. So you would want the Vegas... Oh, wait, he's just selling everything? Wait, what? He's allowed to do that? Oh, he had 10 portal. He had 10 portal. Never mind. I mean, still, though, are you allowed to do that? Yeah. All right, 60-second. Wins with 10 portal, beast mode. Why can't they just make more spots for challengers and for who have been to worlds? They have. Do you understand that it's sold out and they don't even have enough spot for challengers? And they do give spots to worlds finalists, but if they give spots to worlds finalists, they actually low-key would run out of spots for the rest of the challengers as well. How did they not predict this? Oh, I think they did. I think they did predict it. I think they're just okay with it. I wouldn't say they didn't predict it. I would just say that they're okay. They would. Okay, you guys have to understand one important thing is that this event is probably insanely expensive, and in general, doing esports events are huge risks because right now everyone is trying to cut back on the amount of spending, and budgets are really tight, and there's a lot of problems if you run an event that ends up being quite bad and too deep in the red. Like even if they sold out a 1,000 player LAN, but if Riot loses like too much money on it, then they run into a really big problem because one, they're gonna have to scale it back, and the player base is gonna be really unhappy about it. And then two, they might have to reevaluate their model for TFT. And right now they want to take it very slow and sustainably. They can't take it too slow though. Another way to think about it is you can always push things forward, but taking a step back is a really big problem. You guys know like the international is still giving out millions of dollars in prize pool for Dota 2, but now instead of like 20 million or whatever, it's like 2 million or 1 point something million. That's still an insane prize pool, but like walking it back feels really bad. And that in the same way, if they ever do that for TFT, if they scale too fast up, if they push too far up, walking it back is going to be a really bad thing to happen. It happened in Hearthstone where they walk back. Now Hearthstone, they brought down the prize pool, they brought down the participant numbers, they brought back everything, and like you could argue that it's still like a really good game. You can still argue that it's like a huge amount of money to play for, but like yeah, it doesn't feel good to walk it back. Yeah, it went from 40 million to 2 million, but like would you guys play in a $2 million TFT event? Yes, you would. So it's still like a lot of money. 2 million is still the biggest prize pool in like almost the entire world. Like what other game is that $2 million prize pool for a tournament? But yeah. No spot for Frodan. Yeah, I'm not going to Macau, guys. Better luck next year for me. Okay, we got 2 healthy. What portal is this? This is game 2 of 5. Let me update this real quick. Sorry, I was in the middle of I actually don't know. Someone took Fortune, Spellblades. I missed it, so I'm just gonna keep the portal open at this point. Okay, someone took Pumping Up. I'm interested in that. Castfest or Overachievers? Ah, that's probably why I don't recognize it. I don't understand charms. I guess like if we see charms being cheaper than they should be, then I guess it's Castfest. Riot has so many games causing a huge amount of money to give them tournaments. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And remember what happened with Legends of Runeterra? They made all this competitive ecosystem around Legends of Runeterra, and it was not worth. And then they had to scale it back down, and then Runeterra is like, well, game's dead. Like if Riot went 2 lands a year for TFT for 3 years, and then in 3 years from now they went down to 1, people would be like, well, TFT's dying. Even if that's not true. You know Milk would be already on stream saying TFT's dying. I mean, already he's doing that right now. We got suspicious trench coat Vow. Okay. Do we have any ridiculous combos this set with Vow and trench coat? Not really.
可能当时选的时候没有看外面，如果看的话，应该不会去这样撞。因为可能
Lore had no monetization and TFT is printing chibis. That is true.
就算是被断了，只能说经济也会。
I feel like the TFT community is also getting over the chibis part. Now everyone keeps saying, "I want this chibi."
啊，没有遇到。
They revealed the Oriana's faker chibi. Everyone's like, "Oh no, I want this chibi instead. Give me X chibi."
因为金池的血量是80，他刚刚又输了一波80，那证明他们可能他前面就撞了，有没有可能？应该是大概率可能。他是 B 空城，B 空城。
Spellblades. So this is the Ari board. Fortune open.
那里还有个叉叉。
啊，还真没撞，没撞。
I wouldn't say TFT is dying. I would say the balance team is going in the wrong direction.
眼见机啊！
宁理
What a tame and measured response.
4连胜能走出来吗？
Abby, is that you?
撞了2家连胜哥撞了60，60不是连胜哥了，空城撞了，真是最后一波撞啊！
Faker Ari Chibi 500. I mean, you'd be lucky if you spend $500 on that. Only 500 for the Faker Ari Chibi?
打撞了。
Okay. Is it okay? First of all, I want to say one thing. Faker's the GOAT,
金池的弓还没抢到。
but
是的。那其实也
I don't know if you guys saw, but like he wrote in his interview who he would most likely want to have dinner with. He said that he would most want to have dinner with
优势就全部在卷子这边。
就好像是
the
6连
president of Saudi Arabia.
那个我不记得是几连败了，那个其实也
And then he participated in EWC. I think Faker is not against chasing the bag, you guys.
对
I think he's not against chasing the bag. He also like, you know, got the crazy legend skin. So, why not Faker if he's okay with it, I'm okay with it.
了呀。他的
Once he's done with League of Legends, just retire to TFT and just compete in TFT and then we'll have Faker chibis in TFT and then we'll make TFT more money and then that way TFT can live another 5 years.
本来
那这个做什么？影响还杀人剑。
Like he clearly is willing to just do things for the bag, so just like so yeah, just like embrace like who cares? Like who just retire to play TFT after you're done with League
他想玩什么？
and then just print some more Faker chibis in TFT and then like yeah, call it a day. Okay's
加
business.
滑板斜剑机，然后这样的话，提前去找一下自己的定位了。
这种
Like no one's gonna be at this point at least own up to it, you know.
有很多海格斯都是可以玩。
这里看有没有，哎，正手是升了，想要嫖。
Wait, this guy is playing Trenchcoat Hecarim.
靠运气来点卡，这里要不就不升呗，直接来个金色追求会不会更爽？
Holy cow! Wait a second.
不过他连败的经济也可以了，这里有金色追求也是爽的。
Is he gonna go for Hecarim 3 with Trenchcoat?
哎呦，刷彩了。
Hold on a second. We want Cadro playing TFT. Oh, I'm down. If you guys are ever in if Cadro's ever looking for TFT coaches, I'm down to coach him. You say you can get coached by the Frodan of League,
行。
or sorry, the Frodan of TFT, or the Cadro of TFT. I mean, I call Cadro the Frodan of League just as a joke. But yeah.
他这里是直接玩狐狸了。
Spellblades,
这个海格斯砍了一刀。
Lucky Gloves.
哎呦，60这边是
Get to pumping up into Kog'Maw.
嘶吼，
He made. Oh, he's playing Jinx. He's playing Jinx. Playing
买
Jinx.
门票，地到2星。
He's rolling really deep on 6
就
with
是他这个
Jinx.
装备有点差了。
但是都没烂，只能说都没烂。
It'll catch on. Don't worry. Yeah.
2刀分裂是核心。好，施法盛宴左上角，左上角的施法盛
OK，
宴。
施法胜。
Because he is washed, or why is he the Frodan of League? I mean, I'm just joking because people keep calling me the Cadro TFT, and I'm like, yeah, Cadro wishes that he could be on my level. I don't know. I'm just like pointless trash talk. It's not even trash talk. I watch Cadro stream like all the time.
拿了一个镜头还是断了，很伤啊。这可能会走下坡路。
When I say all the time, I mean all the time that I have available of my free time.
阿白这里没这么爽的呀，这个我感觉一眼看就感觉有点难的呀。
You gotta beat Leduc sub count. Nah.
这个海格斯
Sub count is actually kind of fake
感觉没什么
on YouTube.
小法师，这个
Sub count is good for sponsorships
还可以，就是
and the YouTube play
而且
button.
海格斯还不错，对于他这个阵容的。
But
本身这个阵容3星多嘛。
yeah.
适配度是很强，但是
Also, sub, you know what's so silly about YouTube?
嗯，
然后他的装备
阵容有问题。
You don't even want
这里只有一个
to notify your subs on certain content pieces. Because if YouTube, so let's say you upload a video and you let's say you upload a video
号格温，
and you send a notification out to your subs and they don't click it, YouTube punishes you for it. Because they think that they're like, oh well, your subs aren't interested in it, so dead channel. So they start pushing you down. So like even having a high sub count,
那个阵容模式
low key can be a bad thing. Not really though. Obviously high sub count is good.
这边又是新人入队，感觉新人入队
But that being said, I'm down to push 100k on YouTube by next year. I would love that.
次元就
I don't think I'll get
或者是
there. I'm not investing enough into YouTube. Like I personally, if I were to, the problem with YouTube is that YouTube
感觉
on average
模
YouTube videos take for me they take a few hours to make because they're high. I try to put a quality in them. I'm not just like repackaging highlight games from the stream. But they don't make that much money. Like across all my channels, I have like a highlights channel, a regular channel, and a VOD channel. My profit per month is like $400-$500, which is not bad actually. Like being profitable on YouTube at all is good, but if I put in twice the amount of effort in, I would make $1,000, and that's just not sustainable. And so what I do with YouTube is I try to mainly do it as a way to put out high quality stuff, and the quality would drop personally. And so I try to do like high quality stuff and make it feel like when there's a video out is like there's like a reason to, you know, as opposed to just like spamming. I can make a guide for everything. Oh, Jinx guide, a Kog'Maw guide, a Wukong guide, a
很关键啊，实在
Callista
100
guide, a
人
Karma
的
guide, a
一些
Gwen
人
guide, a Fuyo guide. But like,
就会很难受，然后
if that gets like 1/3 the amount of views, but I double my overall amount of video, or like
但是感觉好
triple the amount of videos I have, I'd rather not, you know.
是不是因为野怪打石头人的时候是没有爆米的？
It's also assuming 2 times the effort, 2 times the result. Yeah. I do think
好烂！
I personally think there's a lot of untapped potential on YouTube for TFT, but you have to do it kind of like true content style. Like I personally think on YouTube doing a unranked to masters and then like trying to do like those kind of challenges would be really good, but
哦，琉璃这边还真是
that kind of content isn't really interesting to me because I care about the very high level of play, and if I just wanted to farm Smurf accounts and do like stupid like
我看人
solo frontline Ezreal build only to masters, that's probably like a way to make YouTube a lot more profitable, but I think I would enjoy it a lot less, like a lot less.
拿一场，但是白这边保底是能做出3个头
So there's also a little bit of a pure enjoyment factor. Wait, this guy just rerolled Seraphine straight up with the Ahri, and not necessarily playing Ahri with Bastions.
绿林这边也还不错
Interesting.
有一个养刀的散剑，
I don't know about that. A lot of people only do this if they have upgraded adventure with Seraphine. And doesn't even have Magen.
嗯，
Turn TFT Academy into YouTube, guys. I mean, that's what we kind of do.
有一个是我们黄色的，
We kind of do.
那卷子那边可能是要用装备收集器吗？
If I were to really milk it, I would probably do tier list stuff and break it down into 2-3 videos, and then. But like, who wants to click on a YouTube video of like the B and C tier comps?
就拿了个头头，
Everyone just wants the best comps.
对，这样3个头头，那就是3的太少了，就只有一个3，这里还这里是什么
All right,
我
Poppy
以
3,
为他是完成了卓尔
Lilia 3,
一个3魔战，什么都没有。哎呀，
Tristana 3, Prize Fighter, Support Golem, Heroic Grab Bag. Really aggressive. This guy's at 100 HP. Prize Fighter, Tristana Cog.
轰出来了，看看这两边都是花了很多钱的，还是
I enjoyed the podcast the most. I like to have audio while playing
可以
games.
接受。这边是
Well, if you like the podcast the most,
虽然
Podcasts are like hard to do frequently. There's debate about whether or not we should do TFT study hall more frequently and like on a regular schedule versus making sure that we have like a lot to talk about. Also, Distop is kind of on vacation mode, and I think it's really important for his mental health that we don't overdo it with content because he's actually kind of like trying to have a half off season, and pushing him too much to do content I think is not smart because the best thing that Distop could ever do for the website is go back to back at Worlds, and he definitely needs to rest up. So. Okay, Olaf is kind of popping off. Too bad he is like Radiant Rageblade Last Whisper Milio. We need the fun names for comps back. I mean, we tried inserting some, but they just don't catch on. What 14-18 changes are you most stoked of? I want to see all the champion reworks. I mean, when the champion reworks fundamentally changes like everything, right? It changes your itemization, it changes the builds, it changes whether or not they can be carries or item holders. There's just like so many different things. It's just gonna feel like a new set. Fortune is going 8th. Fortune is going 8th. I like your of content. My OnlyFans content? You like my OnlyFans content? Dude, I don't have any OnlyFans content. What are you talking about? The Calista video is amazing for guide in terms of playing tempo with strongest boring cat with the highest possible. I learned a lot from it. Other videos like your gameplay is just for entertainment and pog moments. I mean, I want to offer a little bit of everything. So I appreciate that. I don't think the thing about the Calista video is that it doesn't do well with casual players. Like when I put when I put the F word in my YouTube titles, it does noticeably worse with TFT players. You can't use the F word with TFT players. Flex. That's a cuss word in TFT on YouTube. Yeah, flex. No, thank you. Actually, let me see. I mean, it's doing okay views wise. It's not bad. It's a 5 out of 10, which is you can't be too upset about that. Dude, this guy's gonna 100 the lobby with heroic grab bag? I don't believe it. No scout, no pivot. Callisto would probably get better numbers. Maybe. I'm reading my comments right now. The comments on my YouTube is he hits Callista and Rakan on 7. I'm glad we're just ignoring him hitting Nasus and Callista on 6. Oh my god. In all caps, boring. See? I put out like an actual I put a lot of this guide actually took so much time because you have to like map everything out and like make sure to provide high quality examples of it, but yeah. Silly. Should have put Subway Surfers on the bottom of the vid. Yeah, probably. I mean, this guy's playing Syndra, by the way. Syndra 3, Shojin, Radiant, Adaptive. Huh. Mage Syndra. No, it's not even Mage Syndra. It's just Vanguard Syndra.
双刀纳什不要重伤，兰博的重伤。
Holy, is this guy a genius? Is this Soju's ult account? He's gonna make Nashers
怎么说？
or what? He's got Blaster +1.
需不需要重伤？
是。哎呦，打这家这个
鬼畜巨杀。
Giant Slayer. Oh, because he needs Morello. Oh, he wants Morello off of Syndra. I see.
好细啊，你们好细啊，我都没想到。如果给我，可能就直接会给他做掉，然后也不管是打谁。
Yeah, I don't know. He couldn't even kill Wukong.
这个金丝猴有点质量太高了。
Yeah.
双三了已经。
Let me actually look at this real quick. Syndra reroll. Syndra 3.
宁理这边在干嘛？
但是他只有一张剑姬，
他一星直接
Radiant item.
一星剑姬。
Her best Radiant item
应该还是会给。
is... Oh, it actually is a tie between Jaksho and Spear of Hirana.
宁理这边
Jaksho has a higher win rate. Okay, so that is some tech. That is tech. Like, it's not terrible. It's not terrible. Look,
装备都是有联动
the data on Syndra 3 with Radiant adaptive exists. He went 6, but like I see the vision. Okay,
科技
you do this.
狗头没有塞满，装备确实太烂了。
Gold Platinum Plus.
哦，感觉他这个13鬼不
等吗
该做，？
这狗头好像，我操，一星剑姬都能赢，神盾石。
打的镜像。
Looks like it's... Oh.
金上赢的，金刚影不要了。
他有
Oh. Is it double adaptive?
夺目，哦，他是有青羽的，那就不太。
Double adaptive plus Nashers. Oh, all right. I got something up my sleeve to try next
我也
time.
觉得是血手这里，
You open up Radiant Adaptive, Adaptive Nashers
而且这个血手
Syndra.
给青钢影，
All
然
right,
后
let's
他家里
cook.
是留了个眼，
他应该可能会直接给狗头吧，要不就。
想还是想给狗头狗三。
Syndra's over nerfed, yeah, probably. But
先给装备才能拿。
wait a second.
他这里的装备
This guy
好
went
看着好舒服啊，但是
Suspicious Trenchcoat, Silver Mirror Taunts on Fiora. What the heck?
飞也很强啊。
UI 这边是输了一波，多少级？8级，已经8级了。
血线还是很多，大概率是能前2。
Silver Mirror Dawn, Suspicious Trenchcoat, Fiora. Imagine if he had 2-star.
是，那我觉得应该是你，哎，
不好说，这边质量也很高啊，它主要是一星的剑姬啊。
None of them cast though.
老板是一星。
没
The
用
problem that he runs into is that his Fiora 2 is too low quality. Or Fiora 1 is
对
too
但是
too low
这一波才
quality.
2星的，才2星卡莉斯塔，他前期甚至卡莉斯塔还有剑姬全都是1星，2张很关键的卡3神装全都是1星，没有办法。包括他上了，
所以他滑板鞋一星是可以接受的，他就是要这个2星
对，
剑姬
他就。上前排要顶
对，
那个
主要是这个
剑姬，
3
吃了
神装。
2个。
Is the tournament live or VOD? It's VOD. It happened a few hours ago.
真该死。
这边能赢吗？防了一手。
是防一下站了。
哎呦，第一个技能空了。阿离的这个动作。
Isn't adaptive and Nashers anti-synergy? Oh, I don't know. I'm just going off the
小
stats.
炮已经打这边的后排了，能赢。
So adaptive and
真的
Nashers,
整体战力还是还是要顶一点。
like adaptive helps you cast, and then Nashers helps you attack
这
faster
边的话，其实就是
with AP. I don't know. I feel like triple mana or attack speed on, or like any ways to generate mana is good.
很对。
Yeah. What up, Milk?
几个头头，3个头头，那已经很赚了。
I have a question. How do I convince Bryce to vote for Trump?
再加上他有咒，
Wow.
他后排怪
What a question.
是都有伤害。
I'm gonna go ahead and punt that one
在电
and say
重伤。
that's something for you to figure out with him.
都有，他就是该有的都有。那就拿
Yeah.
拿了个帽子，
红 buff 给瑞兹，
I can't tell if you're trolling. So
红 buff 可以加启动。
有个猫，猫要不要换？猫感觉是可以换瑞。
dude, this Kog'Maw Tristana 100 streaked all the way to the end of stage 4 and still has 73 HP. This guy ran over the lobby.
3费的
Prize fighter, snowball tempo,
想到应该是金
a million items.
头子能打得动吗？好像有机会能打得动啊。
过得很快，主要是 UI 这边装备太多了。
但是这个金丝猴，这个是可以不用动。
哎呦，
哎呦，一点点啊，很极限。
差一点。主要是 UI 这边装备
I guess he means the Hearthstone player? Yeah, probably, actually.
你看一下，都
The
是
Hearthstone YouTuber,
合理。
Trump SC. What is he even up to? I remember he was doing a lot of stuff in the stock market.
是的。 这把反而运营阵容都已经走掉了，就是剩下的都是一些低费的阵容，可能就是因为前期低费阵容给运营阵容的压力。
Okay, so the guy that went for Seraphine primary over Ari at the very beginning ended up top 2ing, like, very cleanly. Seraphine with no mage. Seraphine reroll with no mage, Spellblades. Whis Ari. Like, Giant Slayer, Guardbreaker, Shiv, Ari. Like, you would get laughed out of the room. You get, like, in North America, imagine trying to convince these players on Vitality that those are the items that helps you top 2 in tournament. They'd be like, yeah, you're a joke.
N 白这边10连胜，一开始的时候我们好像不是很看好 N 白这边，但是当他全3星，然后幸运头
Is Rumble supposed to be tank or damage? He's a little bit of both. He's mainly a tank, though, because of the durability.
一般那边还准备上9，他俩还是同事呢。
He rolled...
还是同事，还真是。
Oh, wait, yeah, he's Lucky Gloves. Never mind. I mean, I think the thing that I see in common is that both players have an insane amount of items. Insane. Also, this Seraphine is going crazy. What? Blossoming Lotus, Spellblade, Seraphine 3. Seraphine primary, 4 Bastion. He's playing 3 Scholar. I mean, instead of playing like a 4th Scholar, he's playing Seraphine 3. So, like, instead of like the Milio, he's playing Rise, Ari, Zoe. And instead of Milio, it's Seraphine. Interesting. Is Seraphine busted? Isn't Seraphine just secondary in this comp? Well, considering that he itemized Seraphine first, 3-starred her first, and has been playing around her all game, and then gave leftover, like, he didn't itemize Ari till end of stage 4. I would be very surprised if you would call that secondary. Who's primary then? Zoe? With Lucky Gloves? First item? He waited till 3-2 to build his first Zoe item? I don't know if I would consider that a secondary. Alright. Things I gotta try. I gotta try Seraphine carry. When you get like a Spellblades opener. As opposed to just going for Ari. And then I gotta try Syndra if you get a specific Radiant item with her. Double adaptive. Syndra is apparently really good in the stats. And then, or not, okay, really good is pushing it. It might be like, I might top 4 with it, you know? When I say really good, we might be thinking about 2 different things. And then, what else is there? Suspicious Trenchcoat. I'm pretty sure that guy took Trenchcoat and just flexed. I don't think there's any tech with Trenchcoat. I don't think so. He tried doing Trenchcoat Hecarim. He did Trenchcoat Olaf, and then he did Trenchcoat Fiora. I don't think there's any tech. I think it was just tempo. Seraphine into Soraka, Blitzcrank, Mage, reroll is good. This guy's playing Mageless Seraphine, though. Mageless Seraphine. Spellblade is helping a lot. Oh, immensely. I would not try this without exactly this setup, which is like Spellblades. I'm not gonna just like dry Seraphine out of nowhere. I don't know. Trenchcoat Hecarim might be the tech. I don't think it's a tech, guys. Let me go ahead and look here. I get a feeling it's not the tech. Hecarim. Oh, wait. What? It actually might be the tech. Okay, the actual tech is Silvermere Dawn Hecarim. Holy cow. Silvermere Dawn Hecarim is insane. But Trenchcoat Hecarim is also really good. Oh, let me see. Exclude Ash. 3. Exclude Cassidon. 3. Okay. Yeah, never mind, never mind. The reason why it's big, okay, yeah, yeah. No, trench coat is not the deck. It's because it was it's charms. It's charms. When I look at the data, it's just charms. Okay. But Silvermere Dawn Hecarim is for real. Oh my god.
哦呦，还真只差的也不多。
差的确实不多。
All right, all right.
黑白这边又是在上九，哎呦，
嗯，他上
All right.
赌个命运，他也可以挂个
Good to
神
know.
上还真不好说哎。
Frodan, can I ask your thoughts on Camille?
波没有一个强的法杖，
I think Camille is really good. I think she's inconsistent. I think 6 Chrono is very, very good. If you can build around Chrono these days, I think it's one thing that's really underrated. Camille is not very reliable as a primary carry. So if you get her off of Golden Quest and you have no other secondary carry, you still lose some fights.
放到一边。
I
边站一个，
但是芬妮这边的芬妮的伤还是。
mean, I like her dance moves.
只搭到了一个。
She does like a breakdancing move or something.
倒的都很快。
She's got thick thighs.
秒后排嘛，差一点点。
I don't know what to say.
还有一滴血
这么明，显刺激，
Old ladies kick ass.
铲
这么刺
子、
激。
兵甲、破防，
两边没什么太大的提升。EY 这边拿了个5块钱破防是吧？
He is bugged. It AoE stuns everywhere. Oh,
2胜泽拉斯。
I didn't know that.
哎呦，
没有。
All right, but Silvermere Dawn opener, Poppy item. Poppy holds item into Hecarim, and if you can somehow get to Hecarim 3. Okay, the problem with Hecarim 3 is you're not hitting Hecarim 3. I had heroic grab bag, and I still couldn't hit Hecarim 3. Because everyone just keeps holding this unit. It's just really, really hard to hit him. Really, really hard to hit him.
看一下，这个兰博会走下去吗？没有走下去。芬妮第一个技能刮到了后排3个，拉斯给了一个。
Sad. Seraphine didn't win. Wait! Oh my god!
掉了，没办法。
Never mind. He 1 HP cooked.
第二局成功登顶，
All right.
热起来了，
Seraphine Muriel wins the game. I did not expect that at all.
打死的这么开心，很稳定啊，恩内白。
今天发挥确实可以啊。
Find your center Hecarim is attack. I mean, find your center anything is attack right now.
登顶了，那个攻速了。
All right, so we're playing. That was game 2. They're going to game 3 of 5.
被足狗抬走的。
对，然后4家低费也互相帮卡了一点牌嘛，包括琉璃的那个辛德拉也算是还可以了，4杠2进出了全部3星，但是没办法，阵容的强度还是低了一点，以及装备不是那么的完美。
那这么看来的话，嘴炮还是能玩的，但是它的限制条件还是挺多的，就比如说装备多，海克斯队，或者是这局是比较平庸的对局这样子。
当然这两把可能有没有可能会给他们一个错觉，下把继续掏出来，也有可能
然后。拉坨大的，
上一把的积分啊，现在目前的积分，有阿白遥遥领先啊，16分总积分，60 second 也是很稳定，15分。EY 这一把拿了一个第2，依靠一个嘴炮拿了一个第2的成绩，也相当不错，9分。琉璃老师这一把想稳，但是没有稳住，也只拿了一个9分。
是
All right, so right now, 62nd, F4's in the S4 guy. I think F4's like a clan, by the way, kind of like PMD or something like that, or the lab. And 60 seconds in second place.
这是别人给的，我玩了一套阵容，
All right.
我玩滑板鞋，给我发滑板鞋，给我发。
Here we go. Game number 3.
娜美，这些用不上的东西就很伤。
Game number 3.
是。一看对面，我操，这个就反而搞了自己的心态。
Sometimes I can't tell how you win or lose. What, in TFT? I mean, that's part of the skill of it, right? Like being able to identify your win condition. Oh my god, he gets jinxed too out of nowhere.
琉璃老师说，我操，亏麻了。
What?
亏了一块。
Insane.
2蛋糕。
那我们细溜一下两正章。
Do you sometimes enjoy watching these Chinese tournaments more than NA? Seems like you see more experimentation while NA is more cookie cutter.
哦哟，个2星金克斯，但我更喜欢。
Yeah, I mean, I like NA because of the storylines, and there are some people in NA that do innovate, but I do want to watch other regions because it's not even necessarily like they innovate, it's that they're willing to do different things than we are.
意思吗？还是选择不吃？
Like in China, a lot of the people that watch Chinese tournaments also might think like, okay, these guys are just playing the standard lines.
然后利息是基本上是
It's just good to watch other regions and watch other people's perspectives because NA has too much of it's not like cookie cutter, but there's just too much echo chamber in North America. I think people just like they would rather just listen to a top player's opinion and copy them than go against it, because they'd rather go with what works and they want the fast results of that. So, like, why argue with Dish Soap and Setsuko because they're so consistently rank 1 and rank 2, but they actually disagree with each other. So, I personally think TFT is a better game when more people are putting their opinions out there and trying to have a conversation about it than just like, okay, well, like, it's always this and it's never that. Too many people copy TFT Academy. Mobify is way better. I wish that was true. It's actually the opposite. Too many people copy Mobify. I think too many people copy Mobify. Sad.
一般前期做羊刀，然后做射手这种，就像滑板鞋。大概的是运营，这后面只要不对上。
I've seen your find your center solo final at Ezreal. Is that supposed to be played like that? Yeah. I mean, if you don't have a unit in the center of the board when you play find your center, you lose your augment value. This looks like gold opener, I think. Okay, we got combat caster, slamming, double down keepers. Oh, we got pilfer. Pilfer was one of the coolest augments, and they nerfed it really hard, and so now it's like not picked as much, but I think it's pretty fun. Okay, trade sector, Shojin. It's pretty open-ended, but I think he's angling Veigar. He wants to go mages. A lot of gold augment starts and not seeing any hero augments. Yeah, I mean, we did see some people get offered like Witchy Wallop and Deja Vu, but it doesn't look like they're picking it, which is interesting. I mean, Deja Vu is definitely the weakest hero augment to pick at 2-1, but Witchy Wallop passing is interesting. A lot of these guys don't want to play hero augments. I mean, they reroll. They reroll Veigar, they reroll Jinx, they reroll Kog'Maw, they reroll Scholars. Not that much hero augment though. At least so far. It could just be these players. It also could just be their openers. Do you still like hero augments, or do you think they should be removed? Oh, I do like hero augments. I just don't like how strong they are. You have to remember that in TFT, when anything is too strong, people don't like it. At the time. You guys remember, like, Heartsteel? Do you remember how much people complain about Heartsteel? In set 10? Every single time there's a patch notes, everyone just kept saying, oh my god, it's another Heartsteel patch. Like, please. It's so boring. But in hindsight, and also some people recognize it during then, Heartsteel's like the most fun trait they've ever made, ever. It's just when things are too strong, they don't like it. I think hero augments themselves, conceptually, are perfectly fine. Anyone who argues against that, either just will never be convinced hero augments are good, and I think those are gamers not worth talking to, personally, or people who just can't see the bigger picture. Okay, combat caster. He has a sword on Hecarim, and I wonder if he's going to be trying to lean into that at all. Any plans on coaching any pro teams? Coaching takes a lot of time and effort. If you want to coach well, it takes a lot of time and effort. If I end up being a pro coach, that means I would stream less, make fewer videos, probably run TFT Academy less, because also if I'm a pro coach, I shouldn't be posting tech on websites for everybody to see. Being a coach and actually running TFT Academy is somewhat at odds with each other. Not entirely, but there's a little bit of element of crossover, of like a little bit of conflict there. When we discover something on the team, my content side says I should publish this and try to let people know. And my coach side says I shouldn't actually
魔抗全套，
do that and let the
你
team,
前
you
期
know.
考虑玩狂暴吗？
他们肯定是要分开的。
So
两家想
the future of coaching for Frodan doesn't really
是
exist.
不能卷啊，卷太难玩了，
At least
尤其是3
unless coaching became so lucrative that
选择来个小，一个应该是
it was like way better to coach than to actually do this.
嗯，对，是暴
But
击
I really like what I'm doing
暴
now.
击这边
So
经济拉
看一
满，
下装备，合不出来。
also another aspect of coaching was like I had to watch practices, but I couldn't stream them.
哦对，
You know, so
拿了
like
一个对对的魔杖，
we were doing a bunch of scrims and practices, but I couldn't stream it. I couldn't talk about it, and so
他
it like doubled the amount of time. It was honestly like way too much. It doubled the amount of time that I was investing into TFT,
哎呀，
and not necessarily in a way that I enjoyed it. Also, this guy is completely
怎么
locked.
拿呢？怎么拿呢？
This guy's rerolling 5 units. He's rerolling Lilia, Poppy, Zoe, Ari, and Seraphine. There's no way you can do that. There's no way you can do that. This guy is okay. I know what happened. Last game, he won with Seraphine, so he wants to do it again because he has spell blades, but he can't reroll for 5 units at a time. You just can't, man. Oh, he's roll grab bag. Okay, okay, never mind. This guy's a genius.
会亏一个战，卷子杯有一
This
个
guy's a genius.
金色追求，
金色追求拿了，直接拿。
那他这个尼可就是3块钱了。
Wait, did he skip it? I see golden
那
quest.
边有金色追求，会拿吗？他是不可能
I
拿的
see a golden
他
quest.
刷到了，但是他其他两还
Wait a second. I think I saw someone play Tristan. Oh wait, he did. He skipped it.
哎呦，合成 OK，舒服了。比不会再卡吧？还真
Oh my god, he found another Seraphine.
捡不起来了吧？
Dude, dish the Ari, dish the Ari, dish the Ari. He even found 2 more puppies in the Zoe.
还不错吗？
Okay, I mean, this is why. Okay, honestly though, this is seriously why you don't roll for these many units. It's just not. It's not correct. You have to choose 3, 4 at most, but you just cannot do it, man. He just
他的装备是优先
you are just straight up trolling by trying to roll 2 by 2. He's hitting so hard. He's hitting so hard. Also, I think he should have taken grab bag.
没办法，
I think
可能觉得还是关键一点。
grab bag would have solved his bench issues.
先追前排，哇，好难受。他下面的捡他还没捡起来。哇，这不舒服。
Wow, he's a double Zoe shop. He's getting so bailed out. He's getting so bailed out.
只能说他是不是先捡会好一点？
Okay, but like if he took grab bag, he wouldn't have Bramble Vest. He also didn't even use his Bramble Vest. He would have had Zoe 3, Ari 2, Seraphine 3, and Lilia 3, and Poppy 3. It would have been very clean.
拿到这个东西的时候，
He's so greedy, man. He's so greedy.
哦
Holy cow.
只要拿出来，他就是算。
还会直接少就少一个。
Can't miss if you realize. Oh, I mean, but he did. He missed a lot.
这边是2张小法师，4张小法师，他前面是嫖到了2张维古斯，然后维古斯没有2，小法师前面是1张没有直接4张。
My curiosity is, what's the line? Should hero augments never be higher than A tier? Should they only be clickable from a perfect start?
潘多拉，对，
I think that the ideal thing is that there's no like hero augments are they're seen infrequently,
金这边
and when they are, you have to play it well in order to top 4, and that's it. I don't think there's anything else that needs to
直
be
接拿到一个蓝 buff，不会
I think there's criteria. It's not like it can't be too situational, because then if you see it and you don't have good items for it and you can't play it without good items,
对，
把这个蓝 buff 先。
then why even see it?
换1块其实差的不多。
And I think that for it to be so good that you see it and you top 4 is not good.
第一个人马，
I don't. Yeah, and I don't. Yeah, like I think that you just make it so that it has legitimate strengths and weaknesses trade-offs,
感觉还是应该在5级100分你递出来。
and that you have to like it's not just like always set and forget.
5级低一点，准一点，好一点。他想直接拉6，拉6。
One thing I don't like about low-cost hero augments is that it feels like
他毕竟上把吃了。
for at the very beginning of the set there was only one way to play them. That's not true now, actually. One thing I like about the way current hero augments are is that there's multiple ways to play them.
一星的你拉2
The most inflexible one is probably Galio, but you could play Nunu and Blitzcrank in a multitude of different ways. You can play
是的，然后
Poppy and Lilia in multiple ways, and I think that's a good thing. Like Poppy can be played under Ari. Poppy can play with Bastions and Witchcraft, and Lilia can do done the same way.
直接开呢，还是说
Uh, Blitzcrank can be played for Kog'Maw or Veigar or even just Honeymancy. Like you just combine both. I like that. That's like a really underrated part of hero augments. However, I do concede that part of the reason why that is existing is because hero augments are so strong. Like the part of the reason why you can have multiple builds of hero augments is because they're so strong you can get away with doing other things. You have to remember that versatility, like flexibility, a lot of times is correlated to strength. The stronger something is individually, the more builds you can have of them. If you really want flex forecast, that also means you subtly want forecast to be the best units in the game. Like even better than 5 cost to a degree. Because that means that you want the forecast to be so good, it doesn't really matter what you play with them as long as you have like units that make sense with it. Why was there 6 builds of Karma when the set first came out? It was because Karma was overtuned. Why were there 8 variations of Syndra? There was Syndra Eldritch, there was Syndra Vanguards, there was Syndra Shapeshifters, right? Because Syndra was just really, really strong. A lot of flexibility that a lot of people tout is largely tied into power. So yeah, if you want like 4 cost flex, what you're really saying is you want 4 cost to be overpowered. Which is like fine, right? Everyone has their preferences. I prefer 4 cost to be very common. Prismatics. Who do you think is the best mage emblem holder? Probably like the most practical is probably like Mordekaiser 3. But if you like look at the stats, it probably is like, I don't know, Briar 3 or something like, or Briar or something like that. I don't know. There's probably like a lot of emblem holders that of mage that are very random in the data. Let me see. Diana is the best mage holder. Yeah, that makes sense. I was thinking some 5 cost melee thing. Diana actually makes the most sense because she is an AP scaler and she fits in with the board, and you would want her to deal a bunch of damage. Golden Quest into Camille. Okay, so he saved the Akali so he can go for multi-striker. Mage Zerath is good too. It like actually makes him kind of consistent and less RNG. There's a lot of aspects of nice mentorship value. There's a lot of aspects of Zerath that are very random, but if you mage cast twice, he basically reduces the variance because he hits everything so often. Okay, going back to what we were saying before, if you primary Camille and nothing else, you end up losing a lot. This is exactly what I was talking about. He was hoping that just having Camille too would be good enough, but she's not reliable as a solo. You need a duo carry. Eldritch was the comp I look forward to the most, but it's been dead for most of the set. Yeah, you can thank Syndra for that, actually. Part of the reason why Eldritch died was because of Syndra. I think Eldritch is really fun. I like when the Volibear lands. He does like a hero land. It's pretty sick. TP's in out of nowhere. Warrior, Cat, Neela, Gwen. Okay. Oh, he took invested. Holy, he invested plus
已经
plus.
是2星的滑板鞋了，有一家同行已经很对，幸运偷偷。
加上一个武功可能稍微差一点，不过感觉应该是找不到攻速。哎，多了一个攻速，就有时候拿。
I thought Dish Soap explained it well with Nami not being able to be a reliable forward cost really hurts Eldritch plus useless Syndra after nerfs. Yes. Yeah, the trait web is not very well designed around Eldritch, to be honest.
就2星剑姬。
The Eldritch trait itself is cool, but the trait web around it makes it very awkward to play. And that means that what you need to do with Eldritch is you either have to have multiple emblems or you have to have Volibear be the carry, and they nerfed Volibear the carry.
这个阵容
哎呦，
就挺需
刘
要战术。
烈老师直接完成了一个格温拼多多。格温拉夫递到什么用什么，没有剑姬，没有剑姬直接用拉夫。是用你说的灵活是吧？
是，确实灵活，直接拼。那刘丽这边感觉都可以上9了，他就是在等待上9了。第一个海克斯是战力，不是经济。
上去只是挂一个命运。
嗯。
All right, here we go. Rolls.
6张卡特。
有浪，哎呦。
7张。
Oh,
还真有浪。
2 more cats. Or 2 more collies, rather.
那该丢还是得丢。
60这边7张小法，8张维古斯。
但是容错有点低了，这把外面确实怪物有点多，感觉压力会很大。
I think they want you to play Syndra Neela duo.
双3。
Maybe. But that wouldn't make sense with the 7 Eldritch breakpoint. If that was the case, it would make Eldritch 2, 4, 6, 8.
刘琦这边是
Instead of 3, 5, 7.
10块在地。
Or maybe 3, 6 instead of 3, 5, 7.
哎，对吧？这边又
If they wanted you to do that.
感觉好像上把真的有点像了，跟上把的剧本有点像。它这个
对，看着很相似。OK， 光头盔确实也厉害，离子。这波能行吗？2星小法。
I think they just thought that they didn't want to have too much double trading.
60这边也是为了求
They do run into like issues when they have so many things double trade. So when you play Twitch and Olaf, like so Twitch and Olaf's example, Frost Hunter. I'm trying to think of other ones.
压力比有点大的呀。
Camille and Jax, Chrono multi-strikers. They don't want to have too many of them. And if they had 2 Eldritch mages, like dude, imagine if Syndra's a mage. Holy cow. Way too good. So I think they just want to reduce the amount of double trading
然后你的狐狸没有3，这样它可以直接避免狐狸3，我直接
or duplicate trading.
这个是一个理解。
At least in Bright. Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to think if there's any more.
3家滑板鞋啊。
这边是8级，战力也是很高的。
别过载。大天使给神的老头，莫甘娜没有。
Ascension Combat Caster. Oh, Final Ascension's a lot better in the stats now.
先给落了，落不知法上。
Zoe Rise. Yeah, exactly. Thank you. See, you guys remember a lot of them, so
他飞升了，他这个
I think they just didn't want like yet another on Eldritch.
哇，太关键了啊！关键还是不够。
反转再反转，不矜持这边还是赢了。哦，2
Ouch
星的一个卡利斯塔，
来晚了一
You guys going 7th.
你这边就感
只能拿了，
觉
直接给他住了。看一下，还行，那是先给时光杯，感觉他这个其实
这边你就感觉已经到头了。
对他那个辅助装其实也是开的很差。
Okay, we got Neela 3.
这边的话，60这边是全3了，但是够吗？外面好像有点厉害，碰到瑞兹会不会有点难打？这边全3。
Neela 3 with double stairs gauge, unleash the beast.
前期直接拉杆，然后那个瑞兹也是，那个泽拉斯也是没有留下来，可惜。
但是小法师其实打狂暴还是很好打的，毕竟是点杀。
对，而且这个前台就是很硬，他过不了。
嗯。
哎呦，意外只剩1丝了。
意外只有1滴血了。
Okay, 60 seconds at 1 life, 11 HP. The Vagar wins. Call the chaos. What the heck is this? 3 vows, 2 3 vows, 2 gauges. What is this? What is this carousel?
意外补了一个血手，狂暴。
Is there a limit on how many of the same copy of items you can see on a carousel? Like, could we theoretically see like a 9 Protector's Vow carousel?
满的，然后又没有他要的，拿了个冰甲跟宝石。
冰甲一个通用的前排装，谁都能带。
电刀
娜美，立法杖了，现在就是。哦，因为这边6连败啊，他最后一个海克斯确实，如果他是拿到一个魔像的话，感觉结局会不一样。但是如果他拿的魔像就没有钱可以直接卡。
他确实节奏有点不太对。
I think school mascot is a mistake because there's this higher version of this base trait ends up feeling lackluster. Oh yeah, yeah, that's right.
狗头，
School mascot kind of means that like 7 Eldritch always has to be kind of bad.
对他
也是
这里
刚地道的，
他这里最关键的是还没有一只莫甘娜。
是
Because if they don't make school mascot exciting, then why have it? But if it's too good, then it's just gonna be broken.
都是十几滴血，
我清
So
刚
yeah.
剑姬还在，能行吗
刚？一倒下了，
对，
剑姬
老
依然触发了，
唐还没补伤害
还。没有触发，直接杀后面了。哦哟，
Oh
小法师，
Oh my god, so close.
一波没有带走，但
这
是有点
就是小
提前刺激了。
法吗？
对，60也是一丝血，11滴、8滴、3滴、1滴，那下波可能要带走3加呀。
是，
这个是没有镜像的，6加刚好没有镜像，可能最大的概率可能会走3加。
有 NZ 白这边。
Okay, that guy has Radiant Jockshow,
对呀 NZ 白
Seraphine. We got the Seraphine 3 online. I mean, if this guy wins again, I think Seraphine reroll might be broken with Spellblades.
好，
Because did you guys see? This guy was the guy who rerolled 5 units, sold his Zoes, sold his Aries, and then just
往右边放一格啊，
往右边
greeted it and then hit anyways. Seraphine reroll might be
应
broken.
该是能打过这边，这边
能，这边质量太高了。
对是能赢的。
EY 这个低费已经过了他的长时期了，而且他
EY 嗯，他这边节奏也不
When's kid number 2 coming? Why do you care so much about kid number 2?
60那边又赢了小法。
You have this weird obsession over me. Like, why not kid number 1?
熬到3星就确实是厉害的。
是。
How come you never ask how my number 1, my first kid's doing?
假装
Keep always asking about second kid.
第一反应是不想让剑姬走太多的弯路，结果就没有反而没有吃到。
60这边是搭了一个
I don't get
3
it.
啊，后面应该是会挂。
只是德拉斯没来，他不好换，他在等。
嗯，
能上人口吗？
这边装备基本上也是塞满了， 拿了，
很强。
School mascot being broken is more cool than Golden
给
Quest.
塔姆搞一个。
挂个时间也行
Maybe. That's debatable.
，OK 也没有，很伤，塔姆也不好卖了。哎呦，这个蓝 buff 给塔姆启动，
He's already played out.
感觉是最合理的。
You did your 2 on Oper. Now it's time to AFK until he's what, 4 or 5?
大提升，
Yeah, you know what? Maybe wait on the parenthood thing if that's what you think, man.
风涛，
Holy cow.
前台装全塞给剑姬，还可以。
Yeah. Just yeah, the kid's born and then you just AFK until he's 4 or 5. Nice.
那就没
哎呀
机会了。，
小法师这个点杀，再加上
That's how you throw away a high roll opener actually if you think about it.
还有一滴血
他熬了，一下，卷子能活下来，卷子也活下来了，金色追求，卷子给他苟住了呀，9级也有莫甘娜了。
小法师感觉这个阵容就是他，
You know how you're always like
你就谁也打不过，后面
the worst kind of players are the players like you just see them high roll and then they just like misplay it awfully. Those are the worst kind of parents.
好，稍微补了个3次元，还行，这个也算拉满了。没有泽拉斯的话，那这个就是最顶配了。哎，这边多了一个
Seraphine 3 apparently has a 55.8% top 4 rate. Yeah, but in the 2 games that I'm watching so far, is 100% top 4 rate.
假的，
And it might even have a 100% win rate.
本身他也没钱，
Right now it's 50%.
对，就只能拿了。
没办法。
And looking like it's top 2 at least.
小法师被切到了，金刚也还没走，剑姬也活着，哇，质量还是太高了呀。
是，加上5费卡的加持，幸运偷偷加导师制，
对，打得
He doesn't learn or talk back. You just feed him some food and tell him to sleep. Okay, Milk, I will pay you my entire net worth savings if you could fly over
不过也还可以了。
tonight
看着
and get him to do that by feeding him some food and telling him to sleep. I will give you every penny of my net worth if you could come over tonight and do that
好，
看一
看
下谁
起来是不可以
打线上，
and just see how it goes. Yeah, try to tell just you think
但是还是会大
presenting food to a baby, the baby will eat it. That's not true.
前面再分散一点点。金刚你的真实伤害，
It's 50-50, and and it's not even necessarily 50-50 in terms of the probabilities, just in the results.
但是这个芬妮的伤害有点高。
是芬妮可以直接打到你的后排。
对，可惜了
哦，恭
但是这边
喜 NZ 白又登顶。
Oh my god, Seraphine won again.
200，
This guy just okay, is Spellblade and Seraphine Zoe broken? Like forget Ari, man. He doesn't even carry Ari. He has Ari too.
哎呦
倒了
金刚已经
失误倒了
倒下了。
但前台有个龙牙，但是这个
If you just leave it in a corner.
芬妮可以直接打到你的后排。
No, man.
恭喜
They literally won't eat.
又阵容
对不用跑的多得多。
babies and kids just won't eat, man, sometimes, and this stresses you out like crazy. They just won't eat. I don't know how else to describe it. They like they'll sit there, they'll cry, and they won't eat, and they won't sleep, and they just sit there and they keep crying, and they keep staring at you, and they keep crying, and it doesn't matter if you try 100 different things, they just keep staring at you and crying, and they won't eat. Like, so what do you do?
感觉它这个滑板鞋是吃鸡的配置了。
Okay. That's game 3 in the books. Hold on, sorry. All right, so we got game 4 coming up. A little bit laggy here. Sorry about that. Is this Scuttle Puddle? Looks like it's Scuttle Puddle. All right, I need to try out the Seraphine line whenever I can. Adaptive plus anti-heal Seraphine is keying. Yes, it looks like it's like adaptive red buff, adaptive Morello. How bad is it to knock it out with tubes and feed it through tubes for a year? Pretty bad, man. Don't do that. Pretty bad. Was he playing mage? No, he wasn't. He wasn't. Can I report Milk to the authorities and make sure he won't be able to have a kid without parenthood test? I'm pretty sure the way it's gonna go is that Milk, if he has a kid, oh, this is Crab Rave, not Scuttle Puddle. Would just make his wife do everything. He would like hire a nanny, make his wife do everything, and just AFK. Which that might sound like a bad thing, but honestly, I think it'd be better than the suggestion that he gave. I'd rather he be an uninvolved parent than an involved parent that tubes up his kids. Okay, Sweet Tooth, Nunu. We see a lot of hero augments this time. Oh, he's taking Wandering Tenor, isn't he? Fairy Warrior. This guy just gets Fairy Warrior. All right, man. This guy's going 1-1-1. Oh, my God. Pago. What does the Seraphine comp look like? I'm mostly just listening while I grind ranked myself. I think it's basically the same thing as Ari reroll, but you just reroll Seraphine as a priority over Ari. So you go Poppy, Lilia, Seraphine, Zoe, and then Ari on 5, and then you just start, and then you know how you usually play 4 Scholar like Rise Milio? You just play 3 Scholar. You just play 3 Scholar. You just play Zoe, Ari, Rise, and then yeah, no Milio. Another Seraphine game? Dude, he's selling everything except Seraphine. This guy's Seraphine one-tricking in tournament. Crazy. Does Milk have a kid? No, he doesn't. I think Milk is capable of being a father. Listen, man. Being a dad, being a father, a lot of it isn't necessarily about your like capabilities of like doing the parenting the right way, doing parenting correctly, because you're gonna make so many mistakes. What I mean by that is you can take all the classes, you can learn all the know-hows and stuff like that, but your baby's gonna be different. And so it doesn't matter how much you prep, you're gonna make mistakes and not know what to do at times. What really matters is mindset and temperament, more than anything. And as as long as he doesn't actually want to tube up his kids, you guys, he'll be fine. Okay, but the stats say it's correct. I would be down. All right. All right.
那本来这边是直接拿了个攻速，因为
但是六营这边是做了一个破防，有看着有破
So
防
you would be okay doing things on the morally gray area if the stats said it was okay.
是拿直接拿小法师了。
Understood. Zap attack is the only hero augment we see. I think that's the first hero augment we've seen today. We've seen a lot of Chinese players skip hero augments.
但宁理是拿了一个2费活力啊，不知道他是玩什么。
哎呦
他活力的，
娜美，
那就直接帮他确定方向了呀。
I agree with all that, but I still worry about the life of the kid. Yeah.
水炮，然后狂暴。
Yeah, me too.
狂暴小蜜蜂
But I would say don't worry about it too much. Like don't worry about like obviously
开个青龙刀开，而且还有一个
you would be concerned, but
对，看着比
they'll be okay.
打的圣达拉要对一些。
电震机器人
After all, I would say that a lot of us in chat here probably didn't have like the best upbringing
这样
and childhood, but I think a lot of us turned out all right.
电震机器人。
There's aspects of things that were not ideal.
去玩那个3法，然后3星小法师，这个是可以登顶的。
对，电震攻击，他可以看情况，因为外面如果有小法的，他如果能追一个3星的那个炸弹人，
Why I think people are skipping hero augments in CN.
又来一只，
I think it could be a combination that they just have better augments. A lot of them are taking things like
82
shimmer scale openers or other things like that. And also it could be that China doesn't want to play contested because like, you know, if someone has zap attack, do you want to take sweet tooth? Probably not.
那就有点伤了，他这块应该是 打了个空气，
So there's a little bit of that as well.
他们没有完全空，
Outside of that, I'm not entirely sure. There's like one player who was playing Tristana and skipped spin to win. I feel like if you're playing Tristana, he had like Last Whisper Slam. I feel like I would just take spin to win on 3-2 and
但是拿了一个导师制，
not hard commit to Kog'Maw. But it was hard because it was like I saw him in like the 3x3 grid, so I couldn't see his spot clearly.
是很大呀，你本身这个阵容就对很一般，你8口是
因为对你像你
挂
8
5费
级的话，
卡的。
对你没有5费卡，吃的不是很多，
Can I do a lol chest? Not right now. I'm in the middle of
一条路，然后外面很多人都定了方向，
of watching this. I can't really stop this to look at a lol chest at the moment.
哦，然后
Can we watch the Stereo Free V-roll?
哎呦，还报机
I mean, we did.
哦
You were talking about like, can I click on it? No, I'm watching a VOD. You'd have to go
哎呦，我之前有一集
into the time machine that you ordered from Amazon and then travel to China,
东西是肯定打不
hopefully not on a Boeing airplane, and then convince the observer to click on the Seraphine player.
鬼应该是可以直接做了的。
嗯，没问题，
这边也可以考虑去玩瑞兹啊，
哦，
直接换
拿，没问题，再玩瑞兹可以。
这样更强，因为外面有一家机器人
BT Rageblade built different.
拿来打工都是不错的，
宝贝猫不拿吗？应该是要拿的吧？
他在看，但是你开打了再拿就，哎，他没
Is the Wandering Trainer player actually still playing Seraphine again? I don't think so.
稳赚不亏的呀。
The reason why I think it worked was because he opened Spellblades.
还行，他这波刚好杀的是个1块的，那这波他现在拿的就算下一波。
嗯，那下一波
哎，给卷子爆个铲子什么意思啊？这发牌员。
可以住了，但是好亏啊，这个铲子是等于金球哎。
All right, here comes the 3-2 augment.
但是有没有可能是个
刷
战士力？
个铲子，搞个3之力。
对，
哦，出彩了
哇，
这把
我从 C 位
后期大家会非常变态啊。
Oh god! Oh my god! He hit fairy +1. Now he has 9 fairy. Dude, this
有个辅助魔像，
how does that even happen, man? 啊。
考虑搞个爆的。
Every time someone has like a portal, oh sorry, a wandering trainer with like portal or fairy, they just like hit the +1.
直接刷掉了。
啊，他想要装备，
Oh my god, it's too crazy. Now he has 9 fairy.
整活吧，你就真要
Well, not now, but he will have 9 fairy
有
soon.
道理啊，光明重构器。但是确实胜率上来言的话，那个
我成 C 位了
对
是会更厉害一点。
是指低于这个
This guy got a spatula with build different. He's probably gonna reforge it.
刀吗？感觉光阳刀不如银血
I just reforge it now.
正义吧。
嗯，这个
Oh wait, no, he's waiting to see if he can get the spatula off carousel.
光影血如果是给拉夫的话，就确实要强一点。如果他后面能对到小火龙的话，那这个光阳刀就有点变态。
He wants a fun Radiant Rageblade and build different.
哦呦，
I don't think.
这可
Oh, he wants it on Smolder. I see. He wants Radiant Rageblade on
不
Smolder.
能说，发现
战神，
对战神狂回狂吸，
He still has to find Milio. He's gonna find Milio.
他现在就很舒服啊。
You think? Oh, they have 2 Frost. They still need to find Diana. They find Diana on 8.
反正是完全合不了，他只能合在。
Oh, they still need to find Nora. They find Nora on 7.
什么命运啊什么的，可能就还可以接受。
They just do.
金球是钱吗？这一个金球给他做了也会觉得很亏，毕竟这个铲子还挺贵的。
Do the golems get to build different buffs? Yes, they do.
来这边花
Since when can you reforge a spat? I don't remember, but
可以9花仙。
as long as I can remember.
米利欧的话，对，9花仙这个版本很强，
很强，怎么说都是个9羁绊，就没有什么。
它加强了，这个版本加强了很多。
He's trying to lose streak for a Rakan on Carousel.
8诅咒可以碰一下。
我感觉在差不多这样的话，8诅咒也不太好碰。
对，但是它会相对来说可能会有一个滑板线的同行，会导致自己稍微有那么一点点难受。
Next patch, you won't get a regular component by reforging spat. It's a pan now.
是。
Oh, Rakan.
落像战神。
Oh, he got denied the Rakan.
刚需羊刀。对，他家里是。
Wow.
9花仙的落真的像个战神，那个花仙子的装备给到他，太能扛了。
加强过一次。
你这边拿个大剑，是要做青龙刀吗？
All right, so we got mentorship and Freaky Friday. We got support golem, combat caster.
这里羊刀，应该是要一个羊刀5连败。
Guy went rage blade, so we have rage blade for Callista. He's still playing only 4 fairy.
没有嫖到卡特。
Ideally, when you hit like these +2, you have 6 fairy on stage 3. So he's like low rolling in that sense, but his macro he's high rolling. Oh, this guy's going for Hecarim reroll? Hold on a second. Unleash the Beast, Hecarim reroll?
都是一星，他想提一下整体质量，包括。
Yo, hold on. Hold on. Solo frontline Hecarim? I've heard about this. I've heard about this.
这2天直播老玩人马。
Just needs find your center. Find your center for like true bis.
有点变态了啊！密人嘛，我还看到了，他那把是双密人对吧？
对，
有点离谱了。
2连击双锤人马，什么3锤人马。
2 free rerolls. In those free rerolls chain. Okay, a Kali 3.
但是他是有一把大剑的，还是可以再做出一个对手。
What is this guy rolling for? Oh, he's going cat 3. Oh. Interesting.
卡特，对他就是玩卡特的。这感觉刘老师这把不是很好回，他只能单 C 一个卡特。
卡特格温双 C， 但是他只能对，其实还挺合理。他现在相对是比较合理的，因为4狂暴削弱了，他也不挂4狂暴，然后有了个泽拉斯，但是这把可能塔姆会更强。塔姆直接给生命值的话
Is it true that Fire Center gives 30% instead of 15? Yeah, it is correct. That is correct. Okay, another guy playing Syndra. Why is China play Syndra so much? Is this why Soju plays so much Syndra? 2 healthy Syndra? Alright, while I have a second, let me change shirts real quick. I'm kind of warm.
已经冲过的，递了一般，不知道他冲了多少，递了一只滑板鞋，
又爆金球，
偷还行，还能接受。
哦，这把好变态啊！最后还会出彩吗？2把大剑，要不直接合个3剑吧。
All right, here we go. Rolling for 9 fairy and Milio. Wait, he gets a spatula. Wow. All right. Somehow, like I said, they always find a way to get 9 fairy. They always do. They always do. This guy has Syndra 3. Have you seen any Chinese tech that isn't played in the NA server? Lots. I see lots of CN tech that's not played on NA server. You're looking at one of them right now. Do you notice any weird carries in the back line right now? Support cash? Support cash is pretty good with other shapeshifters. Martyr. So 2 healthy shapeshifters. Syndra, Cassio, Shyvana, Neela? I see. Bro, what is that? This guy went duo Q and hit Milio. This is just silly, man. Oh my god. And he has a Morgana with a fairy. Dude. Yeah, all right. GG's. He's playing. His entire board is 1-star. He has 1-star Lilia as his tank. He has 1-star Lilia as his tank. Please beat him. Please beat him. This is just degenerate. This is just degenerate. He's dead. 1 HP. Oh my god. Like this guy is woke. Don't get me wrong. He played Seraphine reroll twice and won, but like this is just degen behavior. This does not deserve to be rewarded. Where's the fundamentals, man? Lilia won frontline because all that matters is 9 fairy. That's it. If he top 4s here, I mean, if he 2-stars his board, he wins the game. Hold on. Hold on. Hold just a minute. Hold your horses, if you will. We have press the attack. Hecarim 3 at 4-3. Oh my god. Oh, this guy hit Callista 2. And he hit Rakan. If he hits Rakan 2, it's game over. Dude, this guy went out. No way. No way, man. This Hecarim is higher cap than 9 fairy. Yeah. I can see it, but I'll believe it when it happens. The thing about it is that the 9 fairy, if they 2-star everything, oh, they're just so much HP. So much HP. Okay, Cat 2. Every upgrade is such a big deal for this board. Okay. This guy's win streaking with Syndra. What is this, by the way? Katarina Bard reroll? Magic Wand, Katarina, Gwen, Bard trio carry. Huh? I don't get it. Dude, China is so woke. I've never seen Bard Cat duo. I've seen Preserver Warrior, right? Because that makes sense, Preserver Warrior, but like Katarina Bard? Okay, now granted, he did hit Katarina 3 and Bard 3 in stage 4. Like this is stage 4, and there are multiple 3-cost 3-stars. Honestly, though, is it even worth trying to apply CN stats to NA? It's like comparing FIBA basketball with NBA basketball. I don't know if I 100% agree with the analogy, but I do think that CN stats aren't really a thing. Stats are just stats. I wouldn't look at like stats as like a region thing. What is FIBA? It's like it's like international basketball play. Like NBA is like Premier League, and FIFA is like the international soccer governing body. Sure, this guy doesn't 1 HP win out. Well, Robovan says that the Hecarim can win out. I can see it, but I think if he hits Camille 2, gets to 9, plays around Morgana, stuff like that, it's gonna be really, really hard to deal with. Oh my god. Oh my god. Also, do you go Radiant Rageblade here, or is it something else? I don't know these kinds of things. Like, I don't know what Biss is in 9. I don't know what Radiant Biss is in 9 Fairy. I have to look at the stats. This guy got 2 duplicators. Liuli is the only guy that plays this comp on the CN server. I believe it. I have no clue how this is played, or like why he thought it was what makes it think that that is a good comp.
对，那这样的话，妮妮就有点顶不住了呀。妮妮没有光，他没有光明沉默剂，而他的装备本身就有点差。
Bro, what?
大尼口，再加上他玩的是低费卡阵容，这两个尼口甚至都用不了。
他已经有想法了，他这里已经在。
What do you think? You use it on Briar? Yeah, probably. I mean, with two golden dupes, you think about 3-star 4 cost, but I don't think he's gonna hit Nasus 3.
自己是给了一个神器加一个辅助装吗？
62nd is probably bot 4 here.
这波魔杖。
Olaf 3.
德拉斯不吃圣杯吗？
Okay. This lobby is too insane, man. Wait, the fairy player's gonna die to Olaf 3 then, right?
这个射线好像是一次性的。
是吗？不是啊。
Okay, if this Katarina board beats this 5 Arcana Rise board, oh my god. Okay, he has Radiant BT though, but like, wait, it's Wukong 3? Oh, wait, he has Wukong 3, Cat 3, and Bard 3. Oh, so it's basically Wukong Preservers, but instead of rolling for Fiora Gwen, you roll for Cat Gwen. Oh, then I understand this comp a lot then. A lot better than I did. Swain 3. Okay, this guy plays the Olaf player. I think the build different player hit Olaf 3.
他已经递过法杖了呀，他是递什么？
Playing Syndra. Okay, I mean Syndra definitely can't beat 9 Fairy here. I don't think she has a DPS.
可能是觉得自己好像没有拿法杖。
Unless I'm missing something here, and Syndra is actually super good into these kinds of things.
3张剑姬。是。但是妮妮的血线好像。
再加很多米。
对，主要这个好像也不吃。
See seconds dead.
活到野怪啊，他活到野怪，然后去追一个3，然后再3变4，因为就外面这种质量，他如果追一个乱七八糟的一个3。
What portals is this? Crab Brave. This is Crab Brave. Giga Cap boards. This guy gets Camille too. Dude, 1 HP, man. If he took 1 extra unit loss at any juncture prior to his win streak, this guy was dead 8th.
有机会，他入5只可以不死，他可以再活一波，只要他能赢一波。
我说个爆的，他这波递出来，然后再来个4变5。
可以。
他那个没拿。
这边没有泽拉斯，先随便用。
9 Fairy loses the crab? Not really. Not really. This Hecarim board is not is actually losing fights now.
还是双对手吧。看一下，又在查胜率了吗？我听到你敲键盘的声音了。
对，我直接帮他看一下。
这样看下来，每家都很变态啊。
Bros, Wukong items are like whis. These are not very good.
看着很奇怪的一个阵容，但是还蛮强的。
Does he beat the Hecarim board? Oh my god. This cat is beastly. Oh, the freeze! Someone hit Fiora 3? Holy cow. Wait, is it the build different player as well? Dragon? I mean, I'm really impressed by this board. I definitely need to think about it more. Bro, this guy had 3-star Olaf. So who has the Fiora 3 board? Wait, this guy lost. He lost his previous fight. He probably lost to the fairy player. Can we watch the other boards? I want to see if the 3-star Fiora can win. Man, Olaf 3 kind of... I mean, Olaf 3 versus the dragon?
也只被入一只啊！
哎呦，宁理可惜一波被入死了。宁理真可惜啊，一波被入死了。
All right, well, it's Olaf 3 versus 9 Fairy versus Cat, Wukong, and Bard, and then one other.
变出来吧，想看。
概率还挺高的。
He just get the Polymorph Charm, true.
我变了很多次4变5。
Polymorph Charm on Olaf 3. He can win the game. He can win the game. Okay, Olaf wins. Everyone wins, right?
应该都打过了。
随便拿，随便拿。
Oh! Oh
没
no!
事，可以。
机会有点渺茫啊，像是。
Wukong.
发了吗？已经触发了。
Oh.
可惜。
That's not good.
琉璃这边好像是，但是已经有分了，还好。这里
That's not good.
琉璃这边这波是打恩白，恩白也是走位挺好的，一直
琉璃一看外
也没有理解
面好像也不对劲，好像也只能去选择去追一个3星4费。
艾蒂
Okay, Warmox, TG. He's 2 off. He's 3 off of Nasus 3 as well.
拿了吧。打伤脑
29. You know, it actually would. If he loses this next fight, it might be legitimately correct for him to sell his board and look for the polymorph charm. And that's it.
差不多等于是
Sell like everything and just roll purely for that polymorph charm.
攻势真是伤害双阳刀，有没有说法？七魔战好像有那么一丝机会。
He lost. He lost by a lot. He lost to the Hecarim board.
特别想吃
Oh my god. Okay, now he has to do it. He has to do it. He has to sell everything. He has to sell everything and look for that. Sell everything and look for it. Roll. Roll. Sell. Sell. Roll.
他这波是
He's doing it. He's doing it. He's doing it. Oh my god, he did it! What?
是什么？
That is crazy. That is crazy. Oh my god. All right. Well,
刚好最后
GG, I guess.
之前看过一个段子，说什么4变5第一次忘记卖，第二次是什么？把6这里
这里想追了。
This guy, yeah. Nice try, man. That's one way to beat 9 Fairy, I
没
guess.
办法呀，遇到了3星5费，他一滴血没容错，他这把能活已经是运气很好了。
他也没法追，没办法。那琉璃这边能活下来吗？琉璃也没了，可惜追不了了。那就没人。
Pog bones.
但其实那个
That guy's pissed. I mean, the guy kind of scanned the top 4 as well.
他要吃吗？其实恩人白这把运气已经很好了。
I mean, this feels like
开位。
the set 12 experience for the most part. These like late game crazy swings. Holy cow, with charms.
其实上2换型也无所谓。
We're gonna play these next couple rounds out, huh? We can beat Hecarim 3 now? True. Hecarim 3 doesn't cap out that high.
哎呦，
以下一个
他像疯了一样。
折磨了。
That's why charms equals bad. No, that's
我们每一波的野
nah.
有爆一个金球，就导致于大家的战力都很。
That's a really sloppy way to think about it.
一直狂欢的一个城邦，然后再疯狂的爆一个金球，导致外面就是有点太夸张了。9发现都只能第4啊。
I can't believe he hit it so fast though.
发现他这个第4感觉运气已经拉满了。
To be fair, he had Olaf 3. He should have won. It's just the game correcting itself. Haha. Yeah, fair enough. Okay, he sells everything but the Briar.
这边是
Oh, actually, he was selling 4 costs in the pool to deny close to 3, but like, yeah, this guy's not gonna get there with close to. Also, this guy has BT, gauge. This guy has 4 gauges and 3 BTs and mittens. Somehow he had like True Biss,
那个5费3星5费
which is 3 gauges.
太精彩了。
恭喜卷子3星5费啊！玩了个左耳不还真是像你前面说的，
是
3星玩一个左耳不就偷一个3星4费。
偷一个
All right.
没有人要的，然后再去4变5。
Okay.
对，然后刚好也是后面应该也是给他发了2个妮口，大概率是这把野怪发的奖励有点变态。
看一下我们的精彩回放。你看，我就说刘毅老师是一个想法很多，然后很灵活的棋手吧。
All right. Last game. That was pretty crazy. That one was pretty crazy.
好，让我们看一下目前的积分，
遥遥领先的
All right.
20分，差2分，然后不仅只是
30 points for this guy. It looks like he's through. 62nd versus Liuli versus Juanzi are all 20 points and above. So there's a gap. And I think for this purposes, you just need a top 4.
一点点，可惜没办法，就多锻炼一下吧。
All right.
再玩，然后都能拿这些吃点什么烂，
Fast forwarding.
一天我基本上
哪怕是，有没有什么水手直播间可以逛一下？学百家，
对，
不过都是高手，都是主，不就是 是野怪没打过吗？
没打过。
All right.
99滴血。
对，他用了个波比，他打第二波野怪。
All right. I think this is Prismatic start.
对，毕竟还是有一些比较喜欢这种奔上线的，喜欢吃利息拉满的那种，所以说还是。
就可能有时候能吃利息，我可能都不会吃，我都想留一些怪去打连胜。
有硬性承诺，上进心。
All right. Let's see who qualifies. I feel like I got some inspiration. I got some inspiration.
直接拿。
咖啡很强。然后剩下的这边的话，对火底断炉意外这边上进心。
Aren't they adding 4-star legendaries? I don't even know how that's possible. You need 27 copies of something. Multi-striker +1. So we got reroll. Multi-striker reroll.
那银血剑也可以直接做了，那直接给那个吧。蜘蛛。
I mean, you could theoretically get it through 2 costs if you just have like an. I mean, I guess you can get duplicators of it, but I feel like 1 cost 4 stars is gonna be the way to do it. And I don't even know how that even happens because you can't even see them in your shop once you 3-star them. I guess you have to do something like golden ticket and then roll for it during the PV rounds or something like that. Or yeah.
那金池这边是他拿了一个庄子，什么庄子？他第一波就输了，然后拉了一个4人口，很伤啊。不知道他什么庄子。哦，次元庄子。
复苏时间加次元。
Worth the wait. Oh, I guess so. You have to wait. You have to wait for 27 rounds. Yeah. 27 rounds is a lot. Just putting it out there.
魔神。对对，我的意思就是，我觉得魔神没有很强，就是他可能会把别人都打残。我反正不喜欢用魔神。
Pandora's bench. Okay. Okay. Pandora's bench. All very likely things to happen, but we can try it. Did you know if you can hit 5 stars with Moonlight Charm? I don't know. That sounds insanity. I don't even know if that would work. Mordog got it during PB. Okay, yeah, that's a PB stream. If you're asking what is possible, yes. If I queued up in Iron with people who don't know how to play the game, then yeah. I'm not trying to play. I'm not saying this is to play Mordog, but like, yes. If you take Worth the Wait and then you have 8 copies of a unit and then you roll for it during PBE and you're hard forcing it, and like no one punishes you and you get to play the game till stage 9, then yes, you can hit a 4-star 1 cost. I agree. For sure. And those are fun things about the game. And there's no problem with the fact that Mordog was going for it. He was just seeing if he could as a fun little thing. But like, if you can pull it off in a ranked game, it's probably gonna happen like once or twice at like Masters Plus, I think. For yourself. I mean, obviously, if you look at the data, I'm sure there's gonna be data that suggests that it happens like a couple hundred times. But, now, what would be cool would be if there was a way for you to like get that through. I was gonna say like Trickster's Glass, something like that, but I'm not entirely sure. Also, I guess if you get too tanky, that helps get you there. You print a few more copies of it. Where's this being streamed? On a website called Douyu. All right, Sugarcraft +1, Hard Commit, Wandering Trainer. All right, we got Deathfire Grasp, Living Forge. Living Forge is pretty fun still. This guy has Fairy +1 though. He's holding all of his fairies. Ash 2 item holder. Worth the wait +2 tanky. Yeah. That accelerates it by a few turns. Maybe that's the way that we can get Seraphine to dominate everything. I don't even know what would be the best 4-star 1 cost. I'm just gonna go ahead and say Ziggs. Why not?
启动，我有一次就是都给他做的启动，然后我的弹幕和谁有说什么没有。
It's honestly not that hard. Go Pandora's Bench, which at least a couple of 3-star 1 cost, and keep re-rolling the 3-star until it aligns with the one that you want. Honestly, not that hard. Just roll for multiple 3-star 1 cost and bench them for multiple rounds until you get the one that you want. Man. True. 4-star Warwick with Vampiric Center, I can see that. 4-star Namsi, I'm down. All those sounds pretty funny.
琉璃这边5连胜的咖啡啊，好舒服啊。
March of Progress, Spark. I mean, well, someone already committed to Vagar, so I don't know if we can actually play Vagar if that's what he wants to go for right now.
小法师应该是已经锁定了。
March with Spark. I mean, AP reroll right now is very much relegated to playing AP March is usually for Vagar, but kind of hard to play.
报的全是要必要装备。哎呦，青龙刀也有，魔抗也有，有小法师也来。
Wow, he hits double tier. Isn't that insane? What? He just gets dropped 2 tiers like that? Okay. All right. Amazing. Amazing. TFT is blessing him right now. I'm lucky if I get 1 tier. Preserver Chrono Portal. I would actually try to play 6 Chrono instead of Portal with this guy, but he's obviously trying. He's hard forcing Portal. If you look at it, he only has Portal units on his board. And this guy is probably gonna hit the Portal, get the 10 Portal. Oh, silver. It's silver. It's silver.
他有没有战力啊？我刚看到好像是卷子这边有个潘多拉，还有一个小巨人以及潘多拉，选择了潘多拉，那就有点快了，双经济。
但其实我觉得小俊也还可以。
Okay, item collector.
他连败断了，我觉得他可能是连败没断的话，他可能会选择小巨人，但他连败断了要走连胜的话，他就没有选择了。
还真是。
Pandora's Bench March. Oh wow, that's a ton of econ. Let's him roll now. Yeah, that's something I was thinking about. Oh, uncraftable emblem. Uncraftable emblem. Bedge. That could have been a mage emblem. Sugarcraft, Young, Wild, and Free. Oh, I like that actually. Sugarcraft, Young, Wild, and Free, and then you go pick up the Gwen off Carousel. Smart. Off the win streak. And rush 6 sugar. You know, I kind of think the set's theme is really fun, but like the honey, the sugar, like the... It's just very... I think the theme set, or the set's theme is pretty good overall. I didn't think I would like it that much, but I ended up liking it a lot. I think the design of the set's actually quite good. I think the theme is good, the units are good, the web's good, except for a couple of small errors. I like charms. I don't like certain individual charms, but I like charms. The things I dislike are like things that are part of, like, not necessarily the set's fault. Like, I think like there's too many hero augments that are too good right now, and I think it's like a combination of balance and like the augment team. The augment team is not necessarily that, because I know that Riot has designers who are purely focused on augments. When they're like a game designer, like their main job is like augments and creating augments, and then the balance team has to change that. Agreed, it has serious tones when you want it, but has goofy traits if you're into that. Yeah, exactly. It's like kind of like the good mix of fun and serious. Also, I think I might buy the Chibi Lulu. It looks like it's a good time. I had a good time with Dango, but yeah. After this game, I think we're gonna go play ladders because this is the last of today's CN games. Tomorrow, by the way, tomorrow is the Korea sub-regional finals, and there's some really good players that qualified. Basically, all of Korea's top players made it to their sub-regional finals. So I might watch Korea's finals tomorrow. See if I got the Korea tech.
他应该是想要去直接滑到8级，很有可能。所以去找
我觉
电梯格温。
得就是这里
This guy's still streaking.
直接开6蛋糕嘛，然后反正你600层也会补金。
This set feels like a better version of set 2. Nothing super exciting.
反正你这里
A cool theme.
在垃圾抽6蛋糕是绝对没问题的。
I mean, I think there's some exciting things about this set.
麻木加金克斯一起来，6咖啡。可惜这里，
雪地那里还是格温的呀。
Like I feel like
没有
航母怎么说？
I feel like Sugarcraft is pretty fun.
不好谈。
I like 10 Eldritch. It's pretty dope. Like the horror coming in and killing everything.
连胜还是在的，过分了。
Um
连胜还在。
No, there's like a lot of exciting things. I mean, I know that Golden Quest is too strong, but like it is kind of exciting to play Golden Quest.
技能挂的话是可以挂，我也是比较贪的，很喜欢挂那个挂线子。
不好谈的。
Haven't you got okay? Like you guys, a lot of people like to pretend that Golden Quest, whenever you click it, you just automatically go first.
三星波比。
But anyone who actually plays the game knows that you click Golden Quest and it's kind of a rush because you have to like pump levels and roll really quickly and get it done. Otherwise, you're guaranteed 1 life, and then you just might lose to a hero augment anyways.
还给别人扣
Like
问号。
Golden Quest might be boring to lose against, but it's actually quite fun to play.
他刚刚一直。
And it's actually quite exciting.
10分的一个选手去扣的话，那就还可以接受。
在前面我看他一直在调戏那个 EY，不过 EY 是他好兄弟，无所谓。
对，卷子这边直接。
Anybody else that tries to convince you otherwise is like terminally online in TFT. Whatever the term is for being terminally online, but like TFT version.
时尚贵，
对，撒个大线有个甲还行，
这个可以直接。
Oh my gosh, another Vagar. Here we go.
可以拿着存一波。
嗯，
I think I've only not top 2 when I hit Nora and Milio.
是时尚贵离子加头盔吧。
Is Nora that bad? You get DFG.
免位
I
很
think.
强。
刚那个海克斯
I think you put the DFG on Rise. Actually, maybe just put it on Nora. I don't know.
没有。
Reddit TFT users. Yeah, probably.
先赶紧先追一个3星出来。
嗯，
砸。
It's a Nashers. He really wanted another frontline item.
对，重伤、狂徒啊这些都可以考虑。
嗯，那他这边这个拳
我靠，
头应该就是
这个人马。哎，对面不是，对面是剑姬，也很。
I went Giga first with Nora. I mean, the only times I've ever not done well with it is when I've gotten
一个小
Milio.
圆桌。
And unfortunately, I've gotten Milio 3 times on stream.
然后
And it's just the reason why is because Milio doesn't inherently carry.
他的神奇
And so you just have less room for error, and you have to like you still have to build like other things. But if you get like Diana or you get Briar, you get
这个
your tank and your carry, and you don't have to roll that much, and then you can go straight to 9. When you get Milio, you kind of still need to keep rolling and like hit everything, and you could just die.
哦，他应该是想玩个高复苏呗，那个是。
训到都
But they did make Milio better for sure. It's not like
死了。
you just have to play Rise and have to be ready for it.
上面就卖了呗，不信出不来，好吧？那只能卖老头。
哦
OK，
还行
I think if you're playing Golden Quest, the most important item to build is Rageblade, just so that you can play Rise or Callista if you need to. Because if you get like Milio or something like that, you need to like be ready to capitalize on it. But
想不想？
感觉可以变一张哎。
maybe Red Buff
因
is
为
probably
猫咪这个
safer as
是
well.
对小法师来说
Not
是
sure.
随便啊。
嗯，也这里变不变其实还都可以接受。只要他一只的话，七法也不是那么亏，不变也行。这里先变出这个也可以吧？
Is this how you play Pandora's Bench? Roll it down for 2-star 3 costs.
6加法强还有回
He has March of Progress.
打过了
So March of Progress gives him a lot more economy, and also you have to remember that
再用一个
the lobby tempo is a lot higher. So I would say like he's playing double econ, and he has a Prismatic and Pandora's Bench, and so he's gonna be a lot weaker than other boards that hit equivalent amount of gold value because he's down like he picked 2 econ augments. So he has to kind of hit faster than usual.
一个3次元的拼多多，不像一个高次元的。
Otherwise, if he hits the exact time he normally would with just like one of these econ augments, then he's gonna be behind because he picked 2 back-to-back econ.
都是美瑞兹
嗯，各种瑞兹。D 的相对是有。
How good is Moore's Mage Emblem Holder? He's the best 3 cost you can put it on.
F 的，他好稳，
He's not gonna like win you the game, but he's good with it.
他真的好稳。
怎么说这个
How'd you play around Golden Quest Milio? Just Rise, Arcana Rise,
现在
Ari Rise
听
+1,
米粒欧，
and then Arcana Frontline with Tarek,
我已经看透了
Tarek
米粒欧
Diana or something like that. Ideally, heck around Tom Kench, Galio, and Diana, and then yeah. But you don't always get that. And so if you don't end up hitting the Rise, maybe you play around
这么
Callista. But I'm not entirely sure about that. You can also Milio Karma, so you can play like Milio Karma, Bard, and then Fiora Gwen
然后两
with
张
all the preservers.
是这边
Multi-striker Neela. I've seen this before, and yesterday it did not the greatest. He is tempoing though. He won 4 in a row, which is more than I thought he would.
慢慢补质量就好了。就像他前排
And he's fallen off.
都是异形的，刘丽老师那边。
No Jax. I mean, he doesn't have
变态我那天
Camille
我
anyways,
那天
so
看一个主播玩没有。
one thing about Pandora's to keep in mind is that you don't want to reroll more than 2 units. If you need to reroll for 3 units,
就是
you end up having
想要
bench space issues. So
刚好狂暴才有用。
然后他有杂，觉得如果烂了也能敲，就要叠得快，能出吗？这么慢吗？
I mean, he has Jax now, but he has no Camille, so awkward.
这边变得确实有点差。
Mage Mord is better than it should be because he does not get mana locked with Mage Spat. I mean, sure, but it's like it's not gonna like win you the game. You're like, oh my god, I have Mage on Mord, it's over.
一点节奏差了。
It's like decent.
不过他三星
翻的
卡丁，
太慢了。
不过他三星卡丁我觉得还是挺猛的，因为他装备有点队友。
是，一般感觉像这种两费卡在4-1或者4-2。
Adequate. Serviceable.
他是
好像赢了。
两个 C 的装备。
哎呦，
Loses again.
差一点。不矜持这边险胜。
I wonder if in those kinds of situations you want to take a 5 cost off carousel and just roll it so you can hit Camille.
2吗？
哦，直接开了。
Oh, this guy's pretty far ahead of the sugar. I think he wins the game.
光猜很对啊，两性格物。
Warrior +1.
而且血量
Like
很高
Warrior.
刘丽老师这把应该是收了。
Okay.
剑姬，可以去考虑换，没有莫甘娜最合适。
拉
莫甘娜
Blue buff, BT, Spark.
他有狂暴。
I mean, this is the spot where Sugar just can't lose. As long as he doesn't like straight lose every single fight. If he wins like 2 or 3 fights, I think the game's over.
再来个什么正义？
正义或者是
He has no armor reduction, but he can take like Hodge for Fiora. I think that's fine as well.
行，正义也行。
Like goes third tank item, that works as well.
这里
The Warriors like Jinx.
是
哦，但是
应
这个是不掉血
该是要丢给，
这应该是不掉血，伤害
就等于说多一件
Okay,
装备
Fairy
多一件伤害没问题。
Callista with Milio too. Everyone's got like Milio this game.
刚好可以用它划着地反杖，然后上9。
他现在战力
Milio's a lot better of a 5 cost now. I think people like
坏了，
kind of think Milio. Okay, so they associate Milio with being a bad Golden Quest unit to also him generally not being like the best 5 cost, but they did buff him, and now Milio's like a lot better.
奥拉夫
People kind of forgot about that.
啊，这里看到这两块钱了，去捡起来，拿，后面还会有闪现吧？我没记错吧？
是，
对，但是还是可以拿。
但是可能觉得有点贵，
So he's taking with a 9.
是这样就很合理。
对，然后狂暴斩是不是也可以给拉夫？给拉夫会更合理一点，完全合理，因为他会掉血。
我咖啡好长啊，哦，还是拿了。那
So he's getting about like 150 sugar per round. So in 4 rounds, he'll get 600. He'll be at 18.
几步输一步输两。
So he's on track to kind of get it by after stage 6 carousel, and he wins the game.
他找了一个副 C 的一个。
Okay.
还行。
He gets a component here.
不矜持这边有点厉害啊。
So he has to just survive 1 more stage, and he guarantees wins. The game might be over by then. Look at the HP count. It's entirely possible that everyone's just dead because of how aggressive the lobby has been.
亏了一点点，哦呦，还好开了。
哎呦，开了，
对，卷这
这边
边
也是双3了。
8口。
这个，他这个莫德凯撒。
Man, this is actually really close. 15 HP is just in that danger zone where if he takes a bad loss, he's dead.
上这一套是吧？ 微白这边是还有12滴血，反正它分多也还好，这把就算。
60这边是4命运的4次元拼多多。
Okay, Rise.
也是拉到了90
Rise Mirror.
还可以了，但是战力海克斯是差了一点啊。海克斯是战力差了一点点，能打得赢吗？对面剑姬我的贴后排。
没了。
Wow, this guy got cleared. Arcana Rise, not good enough. And he got cleared by a guy that was playing Preserver Portal Chrono with Fiora. So he's second with 24. Oh man, I don't know if that's an... Oh, another Portal emblem with a Nora. No way. Is that the Portal player? 2 Witchcraft emblems. No love for the Witchcraft.
金池可以拿3连线给剑姬差一帧。琉璃这边应该是蛋糕能开出来了，随便开出来了呀。他可以4狂暴啊，4狂暴挂一个卡特太对了呀。
果然导博是知道我们想看什么的。可以挂个命运
啊，挂命运，挂什么都行。
给塔姆吧，感觉。
这我给塔姆。
All right, 6 Sugarcraft. Online. Mord 3 finally online for the other player as well. We transitioned from Fiora to Olaf. Well, Olaf is a warrior and a Sugarcraft and Stairs Gauge. Kind of woke. That's cool. Oh my god. All right, he's way too strong. I think he won the game. And I think he's also... He has way more items than I thought he did because he took big grab bag. So yeah. Gets to 1800 now. Yeah, it's over. All right, man. What do you go for the Radiant here? Is it Radiant Spark on Gwen? Let me see. Explorer. Oh, it goes Radiant TG. 6 Sugarcraft. Radiant. The best Radiant item in the data for 6 Sugarcraft is Radiant BT. Radiant BT or basically a Radiant item on Gwen. Gwen, Jinx, Bard. Yeah, you want a Radiant healing item on Gwen ideally. So Radiant BT, Radiant Hodge, and then if you can't, then Radiant like damage item for her, and then Radiant Rage Blade on Jinx. And then there's a noticeable drop off, and then you can go Radiant Spark or Blue Buff, and that's also good. And then Runins on Jinx. Basically, don't do like IE, don't do Crown Guard, don't do Thief's Gloves, don't do Giant Slayer, don't do Last Whisper, things like that. Definitely don't do Red Buff. That item is awful. Interesting. BT Radiant Gwen. Good to know. Radiant TG gives more components. Okay. Do you think he needs that? I don't know if he needs that. I feel like that's like kind of a weak argument. I feel like I'd rather just have like I feel like he's gonna get the sugar stack anyways, so you'd rather take the best power. Like maxing for sugar. Skip the Dragon Charm. I mean, he's gonna win. He wins the game guaranteed because he cashes out next turn. So yeah. I told you 6 Sugarcraft cop 1. I mean, yeah, when you win streak with Sugarcraft, it is unstoppable. That's the reason why we put it at the top. But if you take loose streak sugar and you don't have a good spot for it, it is kind of sus. It's kind of sus. All right, here comes a big cash out, big cake. Donger J. Wait, he's selling everything to roll for Olaf 3. Okay, buddy. What the heck? Does he win anyways versus all these boards? He's one off. He has if he gets a duplicator, he or if he hits Olaf, he hits Olaf 3.
过2200层蛋糕以上的。
I'm pretty sure Cake beats everything, but he does need to like play a board. Okay, he hit Olaf 3. Never mind, he got it.
哦，他已经没死啊，还有一波。
还有一家，还有
他删了吗？
会，哎呦呦呦，
哦他是已
差点
经删了是吧
撞错了。
Yeah, and he's still using Young Wild and Free. All right.
不矜持那边是一个玩的次元。
How does item collector work for these gloves? As far as I know, it counts as one item.
可能是大家都没玩。
4变5直接来。之前迅哥说我还
So if you have multiple thieves gloves,
大概率能刷到一个高阶变形。
okay, alrighty. Well, there it is.
就什么都
Yeah,
这把属于是。
the 5-star smolder or 3-star smolder rather.
先把银蟹给上去稳。
Yeah, that's multiple times that we see this end up being the way it wins the game.
好帅啊！
All right, here we go.
今天2把3星5费狼。
What was that? It just shoots a giant fireball? Okay.
第5局成功登顶。
That was not what I expected to happen. All right. What was that again?
好帅啊！
So he just shoots like a big fireball.
没什么问题。
今天
Pew. Okay. Why did it seem like if he CC'd that he was gonna lose? I don't know. That one was closer than I thought it would be.
在第5局成功登顶。
Is Smolder R from League? Okay. Cool. Good to know.
的时候可能大家都困了，但是这一把看完估计
All
都困了
right.
然后
Congratulations.
干劲满满想
Tomorrow, I think that's it. So tomorrow we're gonna
我
watch
也想来一把，还真是看得我都有点。
the Korea finals. Korea finals have some good players that qualified.
300层蛋糕，然后再加3星5。在场能看见还是
Bintum, Dr. O, SCSC.
还有他那个出来选秀的那个。
Maybe we'll watch how they. This is like their sub regionals, and then the top players win. They go to APAC. Might watch a few games from that.
今天
The Douyu Heroes Cup. So I don't think they updated the actual results of it, but oh, they did. So this is the actual results of it. Oh, they played 6 games.
感觉今天
Oh,
的
oh, it was okay. It said 5,
一点都不
and they updated the 6.
没有就是说
Oh, 60-second misses by 2 points. Oh, he's out.
一个人，他
That's huge.
剩下的就可能还是相对比较中规中矩。
All right.
然后像上一把不矜持好像
There you go.
也挺好的，拿了一个那个拼多多复制机器，也是自己靠着。
Alrighty. I'm gonna go grab a quick snack, and then we'll play some ladder games. BRB. I'll run ads real quick.
连胜的蛋糕
Let's go ahead and apply our knowledge and gain infinite LP.
已经拦不住了，已经
对
9连胜
没人，
打了一个9连胜。
对，而且他不拘一格，没人拦得住他呀。
对，
直接抢跑。
那琉璃都一般的蛋糕，你都需要7级，可能去花一点钱去递。那琉璃老师这不是直接我7级都不递，我直接上8级。